right. So we trying some new things, man. We trying some new looks out. But it is your boys, man. It is Best of Enemies. I am Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, here with my brother from another big game, James. James, it is that day. This is the day we've been waiting for. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We're gonna see what happens with the boys. We're gonna see what's happening with the Eagles. Um, you know, uh, could be some crazy things happening. We've been hearing a lot of things. San Francisco talking about possibly trading up and dangling Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. There's more teams talking about trading up and getting these QBs. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can change. Things that we've been talking about can change in an instant. So, that's really the exciting part because it's the unknown. And because it's the unknown, that makes it exciting.
Yeah, and there's some things with the Eagles as well. The Eagles looking like they not going to be at number 22 for very, very long. So, I mean, it's a new beginning. I did a video earlier, and that's like the most exciting thing about it. It's always a new beginning. You get to see what path your team wants to take next. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm weirdly like hype. I was telling you that earlier. Are you breaking up a little bit? Kataya's mom said.
All right, am I better now?
You sound good to me now, but we'll see. We'll monitor it.
Okay.
We'll definitely monitor.
Okay,
it.
monitor.
But
Okay.
we gonna see, man. We got what 20? We got 20 minutes left. This is what we waiting for. I guess we'll see who's in the building. We got Griff Gang in the building. The only bad thing is it doesn't tell me which channel you're coming from, so it's kind of mishmash.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm sure we're both
Right,
looking at
there
our
we
chats
go.
anyways. But shout out to everybody in here. We got a bunch of people in here, and it doesn't tell me the number of people that are in here. So I don't like that either. I guess I got to do like math and stuff. But we trying something new. We gonna figure it out and see how it works.
Yeah, I'm trying something new. Like I said, I'm trying to get this thing where my face is all the way in here. Let's see. Let me go. I should go straight up. Let's do that.
It look good, yeah. Yeah, I'm just checking everything, make sure everything's looking good. All right, but yeah, we got people in here for the Cowboys, for the Eagles. I want to know in the chat what people are thinking. What do they want to see? Because that's really what it comes down to. What are the Eagles gonna do? What are the Cowboys gonna do? Who are we gonna pick up? That's what it comes down to for me. So I'm excited to see what people think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what people are going to think as well. We know these quarterbacks are going to go early. I think what we're really looking at is those offensive linemen to see what's really going to happen with them, because if they fall in a domino effect, then a lot of things can change. I think that's really the key. Offensive linemen, where they really fall, that can really change the game. If a whole bunch of offensive linemen can go, then you could see that receiver being available for you, Brian Thomas. And then you could probably be doing some sneaky things. And so, really, I think it's just really going with these offensive linemen for real.
Yeah, the top of the draft obviously always, that's going to be an easy thing to say. The top of the draft always kind of determines what's going to happen. But this year, it's like, is it going to be where does the run start? That's really what it comes down to. Like, where does the run start? That's what you got to see. So we got to see if like it's 3-4 quarterbacks, if it's 3-4 wide receivers. Like, there's going to be that moment in this draft where we're like, all right, now things are getting serious. You know what I'm saying? And the Eagles talking about moving up all the way to number 13, I think it was, or number 12, something like that, to Detroit.
Ooh, y'all giving us some stuff if y'all do that.
That's what worries me. That's what worries me. I don't mind.
So if you hear that chatter and you hear that talk from going from 22 to 13, who do you think they're targeting?
I've heard offensive line. Daniel Jeremiah said offensive line. He actually went back on what he said earlier, because he said first, I think he said cornerback, and then he went back and said that after talking to people, it's for offensive line. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of offensive linemen up there, and I don't know if we should do that.
But don't you already have a good? Don't you already have a good offensive line? I mean, your offensive line is one of the best offensive lines last year. I mean, I know Travis Kelce retired, but you do got your who's coming in? What's his name?
We got
Who's your center that was already?
who was it?
Who was your center that was backing
Cam
up
Jurgens?
Kelce? Yeah, Cam Jurgens. So it was not like y'all didn't have something in the fold. What I don't know who did y'all lose anybody else on your offensive line?
Not really. Just I mean, we lost Jack Driscoll, who was like a good swing guy. Like he was a good guard, good tackle when you needed him, but nothing like crazy. I mean, I think we lost Isaac Seumalo as well, so that one probably hurt a little bit. He was a good player. I mean, we just like to be ahead. You know what I'm saying? We like to be ahead of the curve, which I get it, but I don't know about with the number one. I don't know about the number one pick. That's my biggest thing. And especially if you're going to move up. If you're going to give up extra assets to go up and get a guy that might not start this year. Because if it's going to be like JPJ or, you know, Christian Haynes or, you know, Cooper B, like one of those like solidified guards that they're really just guards, centers type players, you could wait for that. So it has to be a tackle, right? Like maybe like a Troy Fontenot or somebody that can play both. I don't know. I don't really want to.
It can come in and start right away. This is if you're going there, because if you're going from 22 to 13, dog, you're giving up some assets. I mean, just for moving 3 spots, you're giving up a lot. So you're gonna this guy that you're picking up, he got to be knowing you hit the ground running. Oh man, y'all better know y'all getting him. That's some stuff right there. So, and you know, right now, the knock on Howie is he's great in free agency, but not great in drafting. So, with that being said, I think there could be some pressure on here with y'all with drafting because obviously you guys ace in free agency. We've seen what y'all do in free agency, but the draft be lacking. As far as from what I've been hearing from circles, from the Eagles fans. So I would think that if he's going to go up that high, he's got to really nail this pick, or people in Eagles land going to go kind of crazy. Do you think?
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, I do think so because if you move up, you're giving up assets. I mean, I think that you need to go defense. Offensive line would be an interesting one, but try and. Because people are saying that your audio is chopping up a little bit. Can you try and do like maybe turn off the Wi-Fi? Because sometimes the Wi-Fi be working against you instead of for you. The Wi-Fi be chopping it up sometimes. But yeah, no. To answer your question, while you're doing that, I do agree. The Eagles needs a hit right now. We definitely need to get younger. We've been needing to get younger. You go back to 2017, you know, he made a mistake there. I think that he understands that he made a mistake there. And ever since then, he's been kind of changing how he attacks the draft, how he attacks the offseason. So I think that he's trying to make amends for all the mistakes he's made because he's definitely made some mistakes. But he's got to hit. Yeah, we got to hit on those first two picks. We need a linebacker. I want to walk out of here with Edgerrin Cooper, or I would take Peyton Wilson. I would take Junior Colson. I'm trying to think who else. Tommy Eckenberg, we've talked about. I would take him. I would take a couple guys in this draft, but we got to walk away with something at the linebacker spot because it's not just about next year. It's about the year after that, So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, linebacker play, I don't know if this sounds better, but linebacker play has been a sore spot for you guys the last few years. That's something y'all been lacking. Y'all saw y'all picked up Leonard. You know, we had the battle between us and Leonard, who was going to make those sweepstakes. Obviously, didn't really work out. Y'all picked up a couple of guys early in the year too. Didn't work out. You let I think Kaiser White go, and he had a good season. Y'all let a couple linebackers go, and they actually played well. So yes, y'all need to hit on them linebackers in this draft. Edgerrin Cooper. He's a second rounder. He's gained a lot of speed. I know you like him a lot. That he's going to be the interesting guy. And then I've been also hearing Jordan Brooks, who the Cowboys like running back from Texas. That we're hearing that y'all like him and y'all might try to take him before us at 53, and we're like at 56. So now there's rumblings that we might try to leapfrog you guys so we can get what you guys don't. So that's going to be interesting to see as well.
And it seems like AJ Brown just got extended. I don't know if this is true. I haven't seen anything yet. I'm trying to double check, but they're saying AJ Brown just got extended 3 years, 96 mil. Wow, he did. The Eagles re-signing AJ Brown to a 3-year, $96 million extension. Woo.
That's crazy.
The Eagles don't stop. The Eagles don't stop. The Eagles do not stop. We continuously add to our bucket. Hey. People was talking about how this, and it's funny because a lot of media, a lot of random people were talking about how the whole Devontae Smith re-signing and extension and whatever you want to call it, how that meant that AJ Brown was out. Nah, bro, nah. Howie knows what he's doing. We was trying to tell y'all to stay calm.
Well, like I said, great in free agency. We'll see with this draft, though.
Oh, we're gonna do great in the draft. We're gonna do amazing in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We got 12 more minutes to the draft. I'm ready for this.
Yeah, that's crazy. AJ Brown got signed again.
Yeah, see, like your audio goes in and out. Like it's decent at like one point, and then it just starts breaking up. Maybe it's the headphones. It might be the headphones too. Sometimes the Bluetooth be messing up the signal.
I know. I took them off. Does it still sound bad when I'm talking now?
It's a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Yeah, my gosh, it's still in and out. Yeah, it's still in and out. If you want, you can try and come in and out. Like go out and then come back in.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
So y'all get to see the, random background real quick. But we'll get him back in here. We got 11 minutes till the draft. I'm surprised. I'm shocked that they got AJ Brown done tonight. That is Howie for you. I'll say that much. That is definitely Howie for you. The Eagles, they don't stop. If I know he's not gonna admit it, but at the end of the day, Cowboys fans got to be fuming because they aren't getting their guys done. So now AJ Brown just put the price up on CeeDee Lamb. So the pressure's on. The pressure is on. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'll tell you that much. We'll see where people go. Where are some predictions? That's what I want. I want some predictions. Where do y'all think is it? Who's the shock of this draft? Because I feel like every single year there's that one random guy that you're like, oh, I did not see him going in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you think could be that guy? Because I think there's going to be one. There's definitely going to be one. CeeDee got $33 million a year now. Yeah, CeeDee about to get paid out. CeeDee about to get paid out. All those times that they talk about how he's better than AJ Brown, right? Now you got to pay him like it. It sucks. Shouldn't have talked all that junk. Why am I like so excited about this draft? The Cowboys pick at 24, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah. We draft right around the same time. Reddick punching the air right now, right? Reddick probably mad as hell. I mean, hey, he should have took what we offered. I don't know how much we offered, but he should have took it. You know, I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm not trying to talk no junk. But this is what happens when you don't take it. You hate to see it. You really hate to see it. That picture looked weird. I just realized that it looked like that, and I didn't like it. So we're gonna. I had to move that. It didn't look right at all. We're just gonna keep on moving from on that. James should be here any second. But yeah, I mean, I got messed up. I forgot what we was talking about. Linda says the draft is loaded with players this year, a lot of different than prior years. I mean, I feel like it's been a consistent thing. I feel like over the past couple years, the draft has gotten better and better, deeper and deeper, right? Like, I feel like every year you're getting a new batch of really, really good players. Joe getting bad flashbacks from last year's playoff game. Yeah, no, that was. I try to forget it. Shout out to my guy Josh Davis. We did an interview. I did an interview with him on the show for the video today. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I told him I try to forget about that playoff loss. It's on to next year. We'll see what happens. Not even just a playoff loss, just the whole rigmarole. That's the word of the day, rigmarole. Trading up with Jets 22-53 for 10 and a third. I mean, I would do it. I would do it. Who are you getting at 10? Who are you getting at 10? All right, we got James back up in the building. Actually, can I can hear you. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to add you to the chat. Let me just add him back in. See, but you want all this to happen before, the draft actually starts. So we're on schedule. You know what I'm saying? We had to work out the kinks. Now we on schedule. All right, if this wants to work, that would be great. Yeah, AJ wasn't going nowhere, bro. People wanted to say what they wanted to say. Yeah, no, it's even worse. The audio. Yeah, it's like breaking up. Hold on, I'm gonna try and bring you on, see if it's just maybe. See, like that didn't sound bad. All right, here we go. We got you back on. Let's see how it sounds.
Lord. Hello?
I mean, I can hear you say, try a little sentence. Like,
Philadelphia Eagles suck.
I heard it. It's still choppy, but I definitely heard it.
Philadelphia Eagles suck. Why is it doing that? Because it was working so perfect the other times I used it.
See, it didn't sound that bad, that sentence. Maybe it's just where you're standing. Like, is that where you usually stand?
Let me see. Let me go some other.
I think he turned off the Wi-Fi.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm not even on the Wi-Fi. I'm sounding good. Am I sounding better? Sounding better?
Feel like we're on MTV Cribs.
Now am I sounding better? Is it
still a little bit choppy, right? We'll see if it clears up a little bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah, there's probably like a lot of things going on around it. It is what it is. Everybody hype about this AJ Brown signing.
Nah, Red Lock was on my thing yesterday. Is it still bad?
It's still choppy. It just maybe try again the Wi-Fi. Maybe you're closer to the Wi-Fi router or something. I don't know, to be honest.
I'm gonna try something.
And make sure you don't have like a bunch of apps open. You said why in the shadows like a trying to start his villain arc. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. I wouldn't be mad at it, man. I'll be Batman. He could be the Joker. Or, what's another one? I feel like that's just an easy one to say. Bane, yeah, Bane is a good one. They got to start this, man. We 3 minutes away. Riddler. up with y'all? It's gonna be a great night. It already started. AJ and Smitty locked up. That's insane, to be honest. That's insane that we were able to lock him up. What if Caleb doesn't go first? What if that's the craziness, right? What if like JJ McCartney goes first, or McCarthy? I don't know how you say his last name. It does feel good to not worry about quarterback. I will say that Eagles fans have waited a long time, ever since McNabb. Really, I mean, maybe we could talk about like the first couple years of Carson Wentz, but after that, it was Joe Dallas is playing catch up. Ski Mask Howie, you ain't lying. Caleb to Washington. I said Caleb Washington. Caleb to Washington. I mean, that would be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who they take. I wouldn't mind seeing, I would mind. Like, I don't want them to take Jaden Daniels because I do feel like he's a good player, but babe, can I get that drink? The drink? Surprised but not shocked. Yeah. Johnny in here delusional. Y'all still need a quarterback. Stop.
How am I sounding now?
Way better.
Way better?
Way better. We got him back, y'all. People said
you
was doing your villain arc.
him.
They said you were in the dark shadows about to start your villain arc.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
We were about to have
So
Batman
we're good, though,
and
now,
Bane.
right?
You sounding good. Yeah, you sounding good.
Love you, Jerry.
Love you too. All right, now we roll.
Yeah, people saying, there we go, big. Yeah, let's go. There we go. See, it just took a little bit of time. Y'all just got to, like, have faith in us. You know what I'm saying?
I had to build, what they say, build a plane in the air.
Yeah,
So
you know, you got to, hey.
build a plane in the air.
And now we here. We here. 1 minute away.
I said we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this right on time too. Now we're gonna come good now. Because I was just over there distracted. Now I can do it.
So, who do you think is going to be the first pick?
Hey.
Yeah, hold on. Now you up. You're freezing up, bud. You're freezing up. Now it's your internet again. There we go. I think we got you better now. You ain't gonna be able to do it in front of the actual TV. You gonna have to sit next to the router.
You feel me?
Baby, what happened? What happened? Who they take?
Who just got picked? Who just got picked? It's crazy.
What just
Team
happened?
over. It's y'all. Y'all merged with a Sprint and trash.
Hey, I have T-Mobile, I think. That isn't that good.
Okay, well, trash.
Well, we don't have T-Mobile internet. We have well, yeah, you're on your phone. Never mind. So I can see what you're saying. I'm slow.
Right, you feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, okay.
So these boys is on the clock, huh? Just like that, it starts. I feel like there should have been like fireworks or something. Like
The fireworks gonna start after the first pick.
Yeah, true. How long you think it takes?
I mean, it shouldn't take long. I mean, y'all been talking about this dude for 100,000 years. The card should already be turned in. You feel me? You traded away Justin Fields. What are we talking about here? Hurry up and pick him so we can get the rest of this draft going. Because if these Washington Commanders take Jaden Daniels, I'm gonna be frustrated.
I said when you were gone, I was like, what if they don't take Caleb Williams? That would be like,
That would be crazy.
It was like, we done with these quarterbacks, man, that can run around and stuff. We want J.J. McCarthy. I forget. I don't know how to say his last name.
Oh, dog.
I got the
Who?
Eagles fans in the camera now. That's how you know it's a party. That's how you know it's a party. You got Eagles fans out there, you know it's a party. A safe party.
Yeah, whatever. Just get this damn thing started. Hurry up and make this pick, dog.
Yeah, I want to see what happens, man. I want to see what the Eagles do. We got a while to go. But it's all good. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun.
I'm just interested from that, like, 9 to 10, 9 on down. You know, that's what I really want to see, you know, that 9 on down.
Damon Miller said, F a firework. I'm lighting up some fire right now. There you go.
I feel you.
There you go, brother.
Let me right behind you. We just being PG on here. We're just being
hey,
PG
you
on
know,
here,
we
but it's going
professionals.
down.
We professionals.
Yeah,
But
it's going down.
You know,
You
we
can trust
people
and
too.
believe that.
We people too. That's funny. Yeah, now you sound way better though. Now you sound way. I still can't believe that age. I feel like I should have some.
That's crazy though.
I feel like I should have like a reaction, but I wasn't expecting that at all. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel.
I mean, that just you locked up your guys. So basically now they're trying to make a run. Now y'all got that window. You feel me?
Yeah, facts.
I feel like if they re-signed him and they re-signed Devontae Smith, y'all have a window now that y'all trying to really attack. Y'all probably got, you know, that 3-year window. I would say it's a 3-year window with AJ Brown now, because AJ Brown's like what,
26, maybe 25.
26? Oh, he's not that old.
Yeah, he's young. He's like 25, 26.
So these are his peak years.
Yep.
Devontae Smith, you know, he will be touching his peak years. So, you know, I feel like sounds like all in.
Yeah, see, we mean it. We don't even got to say it. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have to say it. They know we
saying and doing this. Yeah. But, you know, it's only got one chip, but I respect it.
It's about to be two. Once we start catching up, it's gonna be oof. Let us win 2 or 3 in like 4 or 5 year span.
I hope not. I hope I'll be gone by then.
I hope I'll be gone by then. He's gonna be on life support. The Eagles won.
Yeah,
you know what? Just take me off, dog. Just take.
Yeah, because I don't want to listen to none of that crap.
Best of enemy's gonna be a bit.
I remember when I first started this. It was 2017 when y'all won the Super Bowl, right? So we first started our channel 2017, and I was having Eagles fans. I was going back and forth, and I remember right before the playoffs, I was like, man, I'll be dead before the Eagles go to Super Bowl. My homeboy is an Eagles fan, bro. You should have seen after y'all won that Super Bowl how many people was hitting me up. You still alive? Still alive? Are you alive? We're just hitting you up, see if you know, because we saw your show where you said you was gonna be dead. Now we're just checking to see if you still alive, because you should be dead right now.
I'm glad they checked on my boy, bro. That's funny. I never thought I will be so real with you. I don't know if any other Eagles fan will admit it. There was a good point of my life I didn't think I was gonna see one. I'm gonna be real, and I'm young, so that says something. Like I don't want to say losing hope, but it was never something that I was like, oh, it's definitely going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially 2017. I did not think by any stretch of the imagination that would be the year when everything happened, especially like it was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment. That'll hold us over for like maybe one more year. This year, if we don't win a Super Bowl, we're going to be knocking some doors down. I'll say that much. We're going to be knocking some doors down.
I mean, what was it, 7 years ago?
Yeah. That's crazy to say. Was it 20?
That's not. Yeah, 2017, right?
Dang, that's crazy.
It feels like so long ago, but really 7 years is not a long time.
It's really not. Yeah, it went by quick too. But yeah, nah, it's facts. I didn't even think of that. This off season went by quick as hell. I feel like this off season was not. Maybe it's because we were doing the Senior Bowl and everything. It kind of got broken up a little bit more. But it felt so quick. It felt so quick this offseason. I mean, I know we still got 3 more months, but
yeah, but still at the end of the day, I'm gonna just still talk about, I want to see how this Kellen Moore, Jalen Hurts dynamic works out, that's good to me. That's gonna be the talk of the town to me. What? Because y'all was complaining about that offensive coordinator. Y'all got rid of him. Y'all got rid of your defensive coordinator. Y'all wasn't, y'all get rid of people. So this is going to be interesting to see how that dynamic works. Jalen Hurts, Kellen Moore, how does that work? I want to see how that really works.
Is there any players in this draft that you look at and you're like, that's a Kellen Moore type player? I know you're far removed from that, era of the Cowboys, but is there anybody that you think back now and you're like, he might actually be a Kellen Moore type guy, like the Eagles?
I don't know. I don't never know a Kellen Moore type player. I'm gonna keep it real because he never did anything to me that really stood out to where he focuses and stands out players. If you look at his system, even when he was with us, he kept on saying at press conferences, we getting the ball to the open player.
Yeah.
We're not going to be worried about targeting anybody. We're getting the ball. This offense is set to get to the open player. The open guy gets open, we're going to get the ball to him. And it didn't sound like he was focusing on the stars, force feeding them or, when the big game, it don't matter. Throw out the game plans. If you're in a big game, star got to get the ball no matter what. I don't care how you figure it out. The star got to get it. And I think that's one of the complaints that the Cowboys fans had with Kellen Moore was he didn't really highlight the stars. Like if you got a guy who's really turning up or can really destroy a team, why is that not being highlighted? Why are you going away from him, or why are you not devising up schemes to get him open rather than, okay, Noah Brown's open, you're going to throw to him. Ain't nobody covering Noah Brown because he's not a threat. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a CeeDee Lamb, you got to make plays for him to get open. And too many times it felt like he was not doing that. It was making it easy for the defense because the plays were very easy for the defense to guard. So it was really easy for you to guard your star player. So that's what I'm going to be interested to see, because now you got a AJ Brown and a Devontae Smith. And let's keep it real. AJ Brown is not going to be hearing that noise if he ain't getting that ball.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, if he's paid, I don't think he's gonna care. He's got a bag.
He don't care. It don't matter if he got
unless
a bag.
He's like totally taken out of the offense.
If you're a competitor, I'm just saying, if you're a competitor and you feel like you're the guy, no, it don't matter what you got paid. You better give me the ball. If you're a competitor,
yeah, to a certain extent, but he's got to know that he's got a team around him. It's got to be something he's got to already mentally kind of be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my boy, I got to chill out, especially with the first couple of years that he's been in Philly. Like, you've seen it go wrong for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whether it's right or wrong, how the fan base reacts, it is what it is. So he has to kind of understand that now. You are going to be looked at under a microscope. And here we go with the first pick. Why is Eminem out here? What did I miss? Why is Eminem here? Oh, because it's in Detroit. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck is he doing here? For Detroit Lions. He hyped. That's what's up. Jared Goff out there.
Good one.
Is that Ross St. Brown?
Why are they taking so damn long?
Aiden Hutchinson walking out. I don't know who that is. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, Barry. I think I'm behind because some people are saying it already on the thing.
Shouldn't be, because I'm sitting there on ESPN and it's still saying on the clock.
Yeah, they're still on the clock. These boys still on. They still ain't picked. At least I ain't see it. Someone said, "Can you?"
Who the Patriots gonna pick?
Oh, that was Calvin Johnson. I didn't know who it was. Wow, that's sad. You said, who do I think the Patriots are gonna pick? Mm-hmm. I think they want JJ. Yeah, I think that they probably want JJ. I wouldn't be surprised with Penix either.
That's crazy.
I think that Penix might be an interesting quarterback for their that team. Personally, I could be wrong about that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would look at him too. Obviously, if Caleb drops
that new coach though, what's his name? The linebacker, what's his name?
Oh, Is it Jared
Jared
Mayo?
Mayo. Yeah, Jared Mayo.
Maybe they go linebacker.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just can't believe that he wants JJ McCarthy. I just can't believe that.
I think Michael Penix would be an interesting guy. I think he's one of the top 3 guys. I don't know why people are hating on him so much. Maybe because he's older. I really don't know. But I think
At 3 though.
Player.
At 3.
You could be I've seen crazier. If you really like a guy, you really like a guy.
Yeah.
And the
But I have a
Patriots
lot
do
of
weird
conviction.
stuff. All right, so is he gonna announce the pick, or is he gonna just talk? Yeah, he is such a waste of time. Just hurry up.
Oh.
The commissioner, Roger Goodell.
Pay them big dollars though. So.
Yeah, they do.
Big money.
They said they got Megatron and some current players and Barry. Yeah. Penix is a great pocket passer. I agree, and he's got some wheels on him. Didn't he?
He got a live arm.
But didn't he test really well, if I'm not mistaken? Like really surprisingly well.
It says throwing is a little unorthodox, but.
Well, I mean, as far as like his run, like just running, like I thought he had like a way better 40 than people thought. I could be mixing him up with somebody, but. Let's see what the Chicago. Now that I think the Bears are actually on the clock.
So let me ask you this: what do you think about this Caleb Williams? There's mixed emotions on him. Too cocky, you know. What's your thoughts on him?
I mean the talent is undeniable. What you see on film is what you get. He is a great player, but I just feel like the attitude is something that worries me about him. That's the only thing that worries me about him. Is I feel like he's like, I don't know how he's going to deal with other players, other stars in particular. So that's the only thing that kind of worries me. Is he going to be a guy that's going to be a leader for, grown men? I don't know. But he's a talented player. But it's always, I feel like a detriment to a player's development when you tag him with the Patrick Mahomes tag. Like when you say, oh, he's Patrick Mahomes. Because then you're kind of giving him a pass to be unorthodox.
Realistic.
Yeah, and you're being unrealistic. Yeah, but you're giving him a pass to not really work on those fundamental building blocks out of a quarterback because, Patrick Mahomes gets away with it. So it's like, I don't like when people get that tag, but we'll see. I think he's going to be an interesting player. The Bears, they better help him because they didn't help Justin Fields at all. They did not help Justin Fields at all. He looks happy though. He looks jovial.
It's like I said, number one, it's crazy that the Bears have never had a 4,000 yard passer in their history. That's crazy. Number one, that's absolutely insane that they've never had a 4,000 ain't even crazy. You feel me? And that they never even had one is out of my mind crazy. I don't want to ever wish a player's downfall. I don't wish that at all. But, I wonder how his attitude is going to work in the NFL. It just feels like he's kind of aloof sometimes. Just kind of like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like. And, for being all emotional, crying in games and doing all the extra, we're going to see. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting. Like you said, the talent is undeniable. I would love to see him do something in Chicago that hasn't been done in a long time. So I just hope, his head is together and, it works out. But I just feel like all that scrambling he did at USC, that's not going to fly in the NFL. And I feel like you really got to tighten up that air game. And he does have it. But I just feel like all that scrambling you was doing, I just feel like sometimes he would go out of the play and he didn't have to, just to improvise, and you didn't have to improvise, like you were doing extra when you didn't have to do it. Instead of just making the play, you do extra in the play. I don't feel like that's going to fly in the NFL. So I think that's the biggest thing that I'm interested to see, him doing a lot of broken plays that he didn't have to, kind of playing hero ball as a quarterback. That's not going to fly. Guys are going to get on you quickly. This is, everybody's good. So I just wonder how he's going to play with that. So that's my biggest, wonder about him.
Yeah, everybody's athletic now. You in the NFL. That's the thing, and that's another thing with like giving people tags like that. It's easy to be not easy. Let me rephrase that. It's different when you're Johnny Manziel in college, when you're Tim Tebow in college. It's way tougher and way rarer to be a CJ Stroud in the NFL, a Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. Like, there's a big difference, and you're playing a big difference in talent-wise. So, I hate when people put unfair expectations on people. But we'll see. I mean, he should be good. He should be really good. But the Bears can screw this up just as much as he can.
Well, let me ask you about this Jaden Daniels. Let's say the Washington Commanders take him. I said myself already, I feel like we're going to split with the Commanders this year. I don't feel like we're sweeping the Commanders this year. I think they're going to have that hype first year. You know how those teams come out of nowhere and they just have that hype first year. And Dan Quinn has already done it before. He's got a really good staff. I talked about this before. Other people have talked about this before about his staff in Atlanta. He had A+ staff over there in Atlanta. Mike Shanahan. Not Mike Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan. He had your boy that's the quarterback, is the coach over at Green Bay, I believe. He had a lot of guys over there. And he picked up a really good staff with the Commanders. So I think the first year for the Commanders, they're going to, okay. They're going to really, I think they're going to surprise some people that first year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And with a pick number 2, better surprise somebody. Better do something. If they go D-line again or something like that, because they
ain't gonna do that. They got to go to a quarterback. They got rid of Sam Howell.
I know, but they also got rid of both of their top pass rushers.
Who's that quarterback right now, though? There you go,
Marcus Mariota.
Come on, come on, dog.
He might be a bridge.
He's a terrible bridge.
But my thing is, to play devil, I do think that, Caleb Williams does go off the board. He is now a Chicago Bear officially. So for all those that want to use him on Madden, he will have a 99 overall card. That's
he will. He will be crazy. That will give him a super high rating based on it. But, like I said, we're going to see. It's going to be interesting to see. Caleb Williams has been all kind of talk about this guy being the next generational quarterback. We've heard that so many times from so many quarterbacks, and it's failed so many times. So I think that's the biggest thing because, these scouts out here on ESPN or whatever, this is the best pro workout I've ever seen in my life. They always use that with each quarterback coming out in every freaking draft. They overhype these guys, and it's just wild. And it's not fair to the quarterbacks. Remember Josh Rosen? They were dog. They hyped so many of these guys out here and not good at all. Marcus Mariota, they were hyping him as the next grade. Him and Jameis Winston, they're going to be the next 1 and 2 guys. No, they definitely were not. They fizzled out pretty much after 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
The NFL got lucky.
Crazy.
If you want to look at it like from like a non-fan, standpoint and just like a business standpoint, they got lucky with Patrick Mahomes. Like like Patrick Mahomes being able to be the face of the NFL right after Tom Brady. They got lucky. They got lucky because it was looking bleak for a little bit. It was like, who's going to take over when him and Aaron Rodgers goes? So they definitely.
But when you look at after Pat Mahomes, people talk about Josh Allen. Yeah, he's good. I don't hate on Lamar Jackson, but I just think, I don't know.
He's
I don't know.
He's like Randall Cunningham great to me. Like Randall Cunningham was great dual threat passing quarterback. But when you start talking about like the best in his time, maybe not. But he was right there with them. I think he was right there with them. I don't think there's ever like been a point that I would say Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league. But there's been times where I'm like, he's up there right now. Like last year he had a period where he was going crazy.
But what makes Lamar we know the running, the break in the pocket. I mean, to me, he's like a young Mike Vick. I mean, Mike Vick was killing you with his
Yeah.
legs and when he broke the pocket, but you were never fearing. Your one thing when you played Michael Vick was keep him in the pocket, contain him, and make him beat you with his arm. We knew he had a cannon arm. Look at Lamar Jackson; he's got a live arm, but keep him in that pocket, make him beat you, taking it down the field, throwing the ball. And that's what Mike Vick's problem was then. So he was so dynamic, he could take over a game with all the other ability. But when you get in those big games where that defense is chomping down and knows what you're going to do, now, and it just seems like when that happens, Lamar Jackson gets exposed.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that he's still young, and I think that they're pushing for him to learn how to pass more than they did with Michael Vick. But I do agree with you. I mean, I can't really make an argument for him because he has shown that. You can literally bring up numbers. He could bring up the game, so there's no arguing it. Yeah, I think that he's going to be on a quicker path to his final form than Michael Vick was. Like, I feel like Michael Vick really didn't become a full quarterback till he went.
But Michael Vick went to prison too.
Yeah, I mean,
he lost 2 years. Let's not forget that he lost 2 years.
But he redefined himself coming out of college.
He did.
I was gonna say out of college.
He became
jail.
I mean, he became not saying he wasn't a quarterback before, but I threw a post out and people went off on me, not off on me, but I was like, which of Michael Vick was better, the Michael Vick in Atlanta or the Michael Vick in Philly? Now, understand people instantly jump to Atlanta because they're taking how dynamic he was. But was he the better quarterback? I feel like he was the better overall player when he got to Philly because now he didn't have to use his legs and he still could, but now he was killing you with throwing that ball. And that's what we had all been waiting for from Michael Vick, to sit in that pocket and just eat you up throwing the ball. You saw him be able to do that in Philly, and it made him even a better dynamic player. I think those years with Philly were just crazy.
I agree. We got 3 minutes even now on the clock for Washington. So we look at Washington. We look at, obviously we're assuming they're going to take a quarterback. You thinking Jalen Daniels? I mean, that's where my head's going. I'm going to be 100% honest.
I just feel like for Dan Quinn, his first year, Drake May was the guy being talked about. But I'm sorry. I just feel like Jalen Daniels is the dual threat quarterback. He had a phenomenal year. He's trending up, and it wasn't like he was bad at Arizona State either. He was a good quarterback there. And to play at LSU with that competition and do what he did, it would just be hard for me to see the Commanders passing over him. It could happen, but if they're really trying to get them Commanders fans on board and really have them going crazy, a Jaden Daniels pick would really get the team buzzing, really get that organization buzzing, feeling like, okay, we got a guy now that can compete, and now we're going to be back in. I think it would just really raise everybody's excitement level over there in Washington. So I just feel like he would be the type pick.
Washington can I really do. They're not as good as they were or like well-rounded of a team as they were the past couple of years. Like the past couple of years, I really felt like you insert a good quarterback, a mid-level to maybe a little bit higher quarterback on those teams. They're good teams. They're really good teams, in my opinion. They've been a quarterback away. So this year, I don't think they're as deep of a team, but you add a good quarterback to this team. They have some good weapons on the outside as far as wide receivers go. They have some good young defensive players. And like you talked about the coaching. So they're going to be an interesting team. I'm going to say that a lot. This is going to be interesting period of the NFL. Everything's interesting.
They're going to be an interesting team. This year, their first year, Washington, I feel like is going to be a good team their first year. I don't know any years after that because I know Dan Quinn fizzles, and I said that. His first few years, he's a good coach. Like, they have good teams. So I just feel like the excitement, they're going to sneak up on some teams because nobody was thinking about Washington. Now they'll sneak up on some teams. And let's keep it real. When you watched them last year, if Sam Howell didn't play as bad as he did in some of those games, they were in those games.
Yeah, facts.
They played well in those games. You know what I'm saying? They weren't just getting mashed all out in all those games. You know what I mean? If it was better quarterback play, they had a chance.
to go back real quick, to move backwards real quick, Matt Leslie said that he would take Dak over Lamar any day. How do you feel about that? Just a question.
I would take Dak in the opinion of, because I feel like Dak can throw the ball better, and I feel like Dak has proven that to me. He can throw the ball better to me than Lamar, but overall dynamic, that's a tough one. That I go back and forth with that one, only because Lamar's so damn dynamic outside the pocket. And he can do so many things. He can change a whole game by him breaking that pocket and running. Like, he can really change the game. Dak can't really do that now. He's not really the athletic guy he was when he came out, and he wasn't super athletic when he came out of college. And now I feel like that's gone. He's more of the guy that can just really beat you throwing the ball. So to me, it's kind of neck and neck, because I'll take Dak's passing, but overall ability, I'm gonna take Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I respect that. And coming off the board next, we do have Jaden Daniels. So we all called it. Shout out to George Carmi. It'll be interesting to see how he feels about that. But we
definitely gonna have to have him on.
He picked him,
yeah,
right?
Him.
So that's interesting. We talked about it as two quarterbacks back to back. Drake May be next. JJ McCarthy.
In your opinion, between Drake May and JJ McCarthy, who are you feeling?
If it was between those two, probably JJ. I have a thing against like UNC quarterbacks. I just don't think that I don't know, just, fool me 10,000 times, for shame on me. That's how I feel. So I think that JJ McCarthy, but I really wouldn't want.
And that's the way I feel about Michigan, and that's the way I feel about Michigan players right now.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we get scoring. It's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do it to us, and we won't.
I'm scoring over there. You feel me? And I don't hate on Michigan players, but I'm scoring. So anytime people hype up a Michigan player, oh, he's going this and that, like Junior Colson, I'm like,
yeah,
do they really do good in the leagues? You feel me? Do they really do good in the league? Man, let me start looking at Michigan players in the league. They're okay. They're not great. You know what I'm saying?
And you miss out on some players because of it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Drake May, I think I don't know. Drake May, I just feel like you're overrated, Drake May. I don't know why. I just feel like, where they were talking about Mac Jones. That's what I feel about you, Drake May, the way they were talking about Mac Jones. And who took Mac Jones? The Patriots. Mm-hmm. So They might be on that Mac Jones. They might be the Mac Jones part 2 and get Drake May. And I feel like if Drake May goes there, I don't know. I don't have that feeling for Drake May for something. It's not like he can't throw. He's got a live arm, nice size. And I was, jury's still out on what's my guy from Kentucky last year.
Quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback from Kentucky. They got rid of Tannehill for him. What's his name? Somebody in the chat tell me.
Not Malik, right? Will Levis.
Will Levis.
I had to say Malik's name to like bring up the depth chart in my head.
Yeah. Will Levis. So, I was like, he might be a little overrated, dog. He got the cannon arm, but he played at Kentucky. Who'd he really play? But he showed some things this past season. But I still feel like we need a full body of work. I think the jury's still out on him. So I feel like Drake may fall into that category, live arm.
So now we got to deal with Jaden Daniels in the NFC East. The New England Patriots pick is in. We'll see what that is. We're at the 3rd pick so far. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels being the first 2 guys off the board. There's this back-to-back years. So last year this is kind of an inside joke with Jay Tuck. Last year we went to the draft or whatever. We were both at the draft, and there was this one reporter that was literally in the front row. And every time that the quarterbacks would come out, he would have like some type of fact about black quarterbacks. And it was cool, like it was dope, but he would like talk over every single person in order to get his stuff out. So this now I know is the first time in history that they have that you had back-to-back drafts where both the quarterbacks have been black. So that's pretty dope. That the first 2 picks have been minority quarterbacks.
Don't talk about that because we ain't gonna be about ring.
It's dope though. That is kind of cool.
It's very dope. It's very dope, but we ain't gonna be about rainstorm.
Let these guys celebrate. Let these guys celebrate.
Hey, it's been a long time. I mean, let's keep it real. African American quarterbacks, black quarterbacks have had to go through a lot.
Yeah.
I was there in the Doug Williams era. I watched that Super Bowl game with Doug Williams when he went crazy against the Broncos, and I hate them. But that day I celebrated. That day I cheered Washington on in that Super Bowl because of Doug Williams. Because that was a proud moment because you hadn't seen a black quarterback do that. And then, especially when he had his injury in the first quarter, you thought, oh, damn, seriously, the one time you get in the Super Bowl, you get hurt. For him to come back and go crazy like he did, throwing like 5 touchdowns, that was a celebration. So Doug Williams really opened the door. Like you said, y'all had Randall Cunningham. I couldn't stand him. He used to kill us. You feel me? Randall Cunningham. But to me, also Steve McNair.
Yeah,
Steve McNair, God rest his soul, he was the guy, in my opinion. Because there was that talk about black quarterbacks or this or that. And for Steve McNair to come from Alcorn State, he didn't come from no big school. He came from Alcorn State as a top 5 pick. And to do it, he did. And he took that Houston team and changed it. Tennessee changed it. So just shout outs. And to me, Steve McNair opened the door.
Yeah, he did. For a lot of quarterbacks.
Steve McNair opened the door.
So speaking of opening the door, the Patriots just opened the door to Drake May. So he was drafted at number 3. Shout out to Jamison Cow for calling it right before it happened. Yeah, that's got me. Going about how we thought it would, right? I mean, not nothing too crazy.
Not nothing too crazy. We thought it would be a quarterback type thing. But yeah, first 2 picks, Caleb Williams, I think it'll be okay with the Bears. Jaden Daniels, he may be a problem in Washington. He may be a problem. We'll see what his trajectory goes. Drake May, from the outside looking in, I ain't feeling that pick like that.
On the clock with Arizona Cardinals, people are saying Marvin
This should be
Harrison.
what, Marvin Harrison? Harrison
I mean,
Jr.
that's what I think.
Got to. I'm telling you, when it's going to get interesting is now when we hit San Diego and the Giants. Now that's when it gets interesting.
I wonder who's the first team to trade. That's my question.
Will the New York Giants take J.J. McCarthy?
I hope they don't, but at the same time, I mean, they probably should.
I think they will. I think they get J.J. McCarthy here. I think the Cardinals are going to go ahead and get Marvin Harris Jr. And then we got San Diego on the clock. What are their needs?
I think like edge rusher.
Wide receiver, offensive tackle, cornerback, defensive tackle, tight end. Did they go with Brock Bowers here? Tight end, Georgia?
Who? The Seahawks? I mean, the
Chargers.
That would be interesting. You think he would go that high?
Could.
He definitely could.
I
think offensive line makes a lot of sense. There's been rumors that they might end up trading.
What about Neighbors?
Neighbors, that could be interesting.
What about Neighbors from LSU?
You just got rid of
because they did lose Mike Williams and Keenan Adams. Malik Neighbors could be the pick right there for the Chargers.
That would be interesting.
You said edge. They said, Dallas Turner could be a fit from Alabama.
Dallas Turner would make sense too. That's what I'm really waiting to see is when these D linemen start going, because then I can kind of know where the Eagles are gonna go. You know.
Mm-hmm. Cardinals. It makes sense for them to get him. And Marvin Harrison said, I ain't working out. I ain't the combine. I'm not doing pro day. I'm not doing nothing. Because I already know I don't got to do nothing. That's one of the rare guys that said, I'm not doing nothing. I don't got to do a pro day. I don't got to do a combine. I'm not doing nothing. And he's still going to go top 5. He might start a trend right there, buddy.
Facts. I mean, if you don't need to, you might as well not. We've seen it happen. Not crazy.
Yeah, well, I need to work out for.
We've seen it happen.
And plus, he probably like, what I got to prove. And plus, what if I don't run fast? Then they knock me down and I lose money. You feel me? Because all they can do is go on the tape, right, Joe? So if they're just going on the tape and you don't do a workout, you don't do anything like that, guess what? The only thing can go by what you did before. So that's not going to hurt your stock if you're a surefire guy. And I feel like maybe he wouldn't have had a fast time. And I think that would have hurt him if he didn't have that fast time. And instead of 4, maybe the neighbor's kid from LSU goes, right? And then now maybe he gets knocked down and goes 3-4 spots more. Now you lost money.
Yeah.
So I think that was a situation where I don't want to lose money. I'm gonna just rest on what I have, and I need to be that top 5 pick.
Yeah, and I respect that. I mean, you already saw the stories coming out when it was getting closer to the time where they were like, "Oh, this guy's better, that guy's better," and there he goes, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep, there he is,
taken by the Arizona Cardinals at number 4. Great pickup. Here's a guy that great pickup.
Right. Here's a guy that has elite ball skills, size, everything you want, and guess what? He has the pedigree. The pedigree. That's the key. When you got the pedigree, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
Your dad was a Hall of Famer.
I will say there was times in Ohio State where he looked lazy. There were games that he did not look like he really cared. So it's going to be interesting to see how that translates to the NFL because you can't take days off, no matter how talented you may be. You can't take. I mean, even Justin Jefferson has bad days. So.
Right.
People saying Joe Alt to the Chargers.
Offensive lineman, yeah.
They said Joe, how he's at it again. I don't know how he keeps doing it. So now does Malik Neighbors go? Now do you see Brock Bowers? Like now do you start seeing some skill positions? Or do they still have a quarterback up their sleeves?
Yeah, this is where we're gonna start watching the dominoes fall. How will these dominoes fall with these offensive linemen? Joe Alt's supposed to be one.
Huh?
I was just saying, Joe Alt's supposed to be that guy. We're gonna see. I think this could be Malik Neighbors. I think they go with an offensive player like a tight end and Brock Bowers or Malik Neighbors. I believe that's where they go right here. I think the Tennessee Titans go Joe Alt.
And give some help to Levi's. That makes sense.
I feel like the Giants will go McCarthy. So I got Malik Neighbors for me for the Chargers. Then the Giants, I feel like they'll go JJ McCarthy. And then the Titans will go Joe Alt.
I got Chargers going. I say they go offensive line. I feel like you got to go offensive line. I would say Joe Alt. Then I say Giants get JJ. Titans get Neighbors. Even though the Titans could go for offensive line too. Everybody could use a good offensive lineman. If you're drafting this high, you could probably use an offensive lineman. I know his dad hype as hell.
Oh.
Marvin Harrison's dad.
Hell yeah. How can you not be hyping you a dad and you play in the NFL and your son? Has there ever been, besides baseball, either a father and son play in the league together?
No. I feel
So
like
the
in the
Griffey-
NFL it could happen.
Who would it be though?
No, really
That's
not.
a big gap.
Yeah, because you have to be like 2021.
Yeah, you're gonna have it's a big gap because look at LeBron and Bronny. That might happen this year.
That would be crazy if somebody picks up Bronny just to.
I think that's why he left. If you're keeping it real, I think that's why he left because he would be a low draft pick and the Lakers would be like, oh yeah, we'll take you in the second round and just keep you and develop you.
True. Or even
Get
if he
to be
goes
with your daddy.
undrafted. But he still has the option because he entered the transfer portal too.
Yeah.
So he still got the option to stay.
College dog, enjoy your life.
So there was 100,000 people expected to go to the first night of the Detroit Lions draft. The Eagles had like almost 300,000. 250,000.
Really?
Nobody went to this draft, which is kind of crazy. I mean, 100,000 people is 100,000 people. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
got 3 minutes even for the San Diego Chargers. I wonder if I could find my mock draft that I did. Because I did like the whole first round. Be interesting to see
Did
how
you?
close I was. Yes, it'd be interesting to see how close I was. If I still got it. I have so many mock drafts.
Right. The last mock we did on Best of Enemies, I feel like that was my best one.
Yeah, you
We
got.
had a good one yesterday.
Yeah, I came in and killed it with that second one.
Yeah. Y'all did. I'll give you that.
Russell and Marvin Jr. could have been interesting. Yeah, Russell. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
What?
What's it called? Well, no, because you get that, right? What's his name's there still? What's their quarterback's name?
Oh.
No, I'm thinking Kyler Murray. Who's Russell? Who? They're talking about Russell Wilson? Who
Yeah,
he go to?
yeah, right.
Who
No,
did
Russell was
Wilson go
with Pittsburgh.
to? Pittsburgh, yeah.
Russell was with Pittsburgh.
There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm wrong. JJ McCartney I had instead of Drake May. But I have the Chargers taking offensive lineman. I have the Giants taking offensive lineman. And then I had the Titans taking Drake May. So I was way off on that one.
Giants is, and JJ McCarthy said the Giants is one of the main teams that saw him the most. And you already heard how they were trying to not fleece, but Daniel James Jones, you got that neck injury. We don't know if you can come back. That was already my way of my hearing of, okay, we're ready to get rid of you, even though we signed you to that big deal. So here's the thing. If you drafted JJ McCarthy, right, you still got Daniel Jones. You can let Daniel Jones play. You feel me? And you got your guy in the wings. Daniel Jones ain't going to be there that much longer. They're probably just going to let him try to play it out as long as they can before they can cut him and they don't get that big cap hit.
Michael DeJean says receiver or OT. What you guys think? I mean, I don't think it's going to be. I mean,
Or to what? Chargers?
Yeah.
The pick is in.
Well, they had commercials, so they might make us wait. I'm going with Joe.
Receiver. I'm going with Malik Neighbors.
Ooh, it's a trade.
Ooh. Who's the trade?
Well, that's what Michael DeJean says. Michael says it's a trade. I don't see the update yet. It still just says pick is in. No, it's Joe Alt. So it is Joe Alt.
Ooh, good pick. I see you, Joe.
Mine isn't updating as quick though, so I don't know if he's telling me the truth.
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, it hasn't updated for me. It still says pick is in.
So I'm on ESPN. I know that's updating fast as hell. So you heard they're talking about you. So what do you think about this Justin Herbert thing?
About them trading him?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be interesting. Yeah, it would be fun to watch. I don't want him coming to
Boy.
the NFC, but if that's
Bro,
what's
I
going to
don't.
happen,
They can talk. People can talk about Justin Herbert all they want. Stay away from the NFC.
that's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to deal with that. Especially you pairing him with Justin Jefferson. Nah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm
I
not
ain't on
trying to
that.
do that. So
Yep.
yeah, it's official.
Yep.
Joe
Joe
Alt.
Alt. Yeah,
That's a good.
good
Hey,
pick.
so I'm so far. I'm what 4 or 5? I'm 4 or 5 so far.
Yeah, I had the first. I had Marvin Harrison with Arizona. I did not have Drake May. Did I have Drake May? I can't. I have to go find my list. I think I had Drake May right there. I still had JJ. I think JJ McCarthy goes here still.
Somebody said Joe Alt looks 17.
That's a big boy.
Right? That's a big dude.
He like 6'8".
So I got Lamayawa Fashanu from Penn State going to the Giants. That's
Giants.
what
Okay.
but I could see them going for wide receiver because they've been missing on wide receiver so much. If they take Malik Neighbors,
They just got a receiver though from last year with Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt, and they got that other young boy there too. Feel me?
yeah, but they not that good. They all right. They get hurt a lot. Sterling Shepard, is that his name?
I think they got somebody else besides him.
Their offense been trash for a while, so I don't know. I stopped keeping up.
I'm gonna still say quarterback here, offensive lineman or quarterback, but they've been building that offensive lineman so damn long. They got an all-pro tackle on one side. They drafted a one boy who's been a bust so far on the right side. The left side is pretty locked down. And you got
Damn, he's big. Pause. Joe Alt is 6'8", 368 pounds or something.
that's a big dude. That's your anchor.
This is gonna be. This is like. I think that we all knew what was gonna happen with Washington.
And you pair him.
Huh?
No, I was saying you pair him with the old boy on the opposite side of the Chargers that they got a couple years ago.
Yeah. Slater, is
You
it?
might possibly have bookends. Yeah, Slater.
I think this is the first surprise pick. I think that the Giants are a very interesting team. Like, where do you go? Because Joe Alt makes a lot of sense for the Chargers. But the Giants need a whole bevy of things. Do you just say screw it and get a quarterback?
How many picks the Giants got?
It's a good question. The pick is in, though. What do y'all say in the chat? Who y'all think they taking? Malik Neighbors, that'll be interesting. If I was them, or Brock Bowers, I would take Brock Bowers. Why not? Screw it.
Okay.
And then take like
Hey,
a Michael Penix or another quarterback or something, or maybe you really do trust Daniel Jones. I don't know.
You can't trust no Daniel Jones. You can't.
I hope they just take somebody stupid that we're just like, what? So we're already at pick number 6. I ain't gonna lie.
Thick as
I'm
in.
gonna laugh if they take JJ McCarthy. If they take a quarterback, I'm dying. Because they not ready for a quarterback. I'm sorry.
Quarterback, receiver, corner, offensive guard, offensive tackle are they needs. Quarterback is they top need. They put
Take Michael Penix, man. They just, the Cowboys just got their first win with a black quarter. I know I'm having a lot of black quarterback stats today, but they had their first win with a black quarterback starting at quarterback for them this year, past recent year. Tyrod Taylor.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild to think, right? That's
But
wild to
what
think.
black quarterback? But there ain't never what black quarterbacks been in the Giants.
They've had backups. They've had backups, but never guys that started the game for them. Malik Neighbors. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Malik Neighbors to the Giants. Okay.
You see a receiver?
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad pickup. That's an interesting pickup right there. He's a good player.
They got speed. They got speed now. Him and Jalen Hyatt. That now they got speed on both sides. Who's gonna throw it to you though?
So now this is where stuff kind of gets all crazy. Now
Crazy.
it feels like the Eagles gonna move up for a defensive lineman because now you look at it just by playing the numbers game. I could see the Bears taking a D lineman. I could see the Falcons taking a D lineman. I don't know if the Titans would take one. But also I could see the Bears taking an offensive lineman. Protect your investment.
I think right here, I feel like you got your quarterback in Levis. Offensive lineman goes right here for him.
If Dallas Turner drops to 12, if I'm the Eagles,
He won't. I feel like the Falcons taking him. They need air rushers bad. They need air rushers bad.
That's actually who I have taken him. I have Dallas Turner going to the Falcons.
He's been kind of the consensus guy going there because they need guys that can come off the edge right now. He's got the pedigree coming from Bama. They need that right now. I feel like they take him. Titans, I still feel like offensive lineman for them. I feel like you still want to get that quarterback together and keep him upright. You drafted the kid from last year, and you're still kind of shuffling those guys. So I feel like offensive lineman right here, offensive tackle. I don't know if this is where your guy Talise come or Oregon State or your guy from Penn State. I don't know how to say that damn name. Does the Washington kid offensive lineman come up? But I feel like offensive lineman would be a good pick for them.
It's crazy that it's already 9:00 and we have 7 picks. We're at the number 7 pick.
Because they give them like what 7 minutes, 6 minutes,
and they've been taking every second. So we got the Titans on the clock. Their needs are offensive tackle, defensive tackle, safety, linebacker, wide receiver. If the Eagles end up at 12, 13, 14, I'm starting to think that there's going to be some players available. Matt Leslie said the draft going to be bigger than the Super Bowl. I don't know about that. This draft, there's not many people here at this draft.
Yeah, a lot of people there.
Maybe views because nobody's there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody's always excited about the draft because it's a new pipeline of new players coming in. That's always interesting.
And everybody likes to be right, low key. Everybody likes to be like, "Oh, see, I told you."
I told you that pick. This is the guru's time on their guessing game.
I gotta take my word.
Yeah, if you get like 4 or 5 picks right in this overall draft, you get some. Oh, everybody like I'm following him.
Yeah, no, Matt, it's 100,000 people was I don't know how many people obviously are there right now, but the high was 100,000 people was supposed to go to the draft. 150,000 people were supposed to go to the draft in Detroit. So I mean that's not as high as other numbers have been. I don't know all the numbers, but I know the Eagles one alone was like 250. So it's a little it's not the craziest of crowds, but I mean it's Philly, so we do things a little bit better than other cities, you know. Detroit never won a Super Bowl, so I mean it's bigger than the Super Bowl for them. J.C. Latham, is that who actually got picked?
Alignment. J.C. Latham, yeah, because he was a highly rated guy.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I'm like sitting here kind of on the edge of my seat right now. The Eagles might find themselves in a really nice area. J.C. Latham was never going to be an Eagle. If we went up there, I really do not want us to move up. I don't want to say it like that. That sounded like I know everything. I don't know. It could have happened, but I do not want the Eagles to move up for offensive linemen. If they're going to move up, get yourself a cornerback, get yourself an edge rusher, get yourself something that you're going to have to pay $30 million a year in 4 years to. That's a, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want you to get.
Right.
Matt said, I hate how you guys have so many picks for picks. Hey, I'm sorry. We don't have that many.
You got enough that's in front of us.
That's the thing. Exactly. We have 3 in the top
That's
100.
Y'all always y'all in front of us, and y'all spiteful. Y'all spiteful ass.
Like Jameson Cow said, good GM. You know what I'm saying? We got
y'all
a good
petty.
GM.
Yeah, no, y'all petty as hell. I already told you. I already threw out how y'all was messing with Jordan Brooks, whatever the hell his name
Jonathan
is.
Brooks.
From
Sometimes
Texas.
it's better to be
Jonathan
petty.
Brooks.
Joe, he was the second best offensive
And y'all need a running back.
I think old boy from Penn State is the second best offensive tackle. But I mean, it's I'm biased. Malik was a good pick for the Giants. He was. That was a really good pick for the Giants. That was a ballsy pick. I give it to him. Because realistically, they needed offensive line. But, hey, hopefully Malik Neighbors can run quick routes. Because that offensive line is still trash. The pick is in for the Tennessee Titans. I feel like the Falcons are going to screw stuff up for us, and they're going to take Kenyon Mitchell. If they take I want it to get to a point where we trade up, and there's like 3 guys, and
maybe that's who y'all trading up. Maybe that's who you're trading up to get, Kenyon Mitchell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to screw it up for us, and I don't want them to do that. All right? I'm having a good day.
Because they're... So, yeah, that's what I was... Okay, so... Because Smitty picked him last night, and he tried to do that trade yesterday, too. So, obviously, y'all like him. He's not going to be there at 22.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. I would say he probably, at the furthest, he falls to, like, 15, 16.
15.
But, like, I think that you have to be in front of the Raiders. I think the Raiders would take him. So, I think you have to get in front of the Raiders. Because best case scenario for Eagles fans, at least, probably not him. Terrion Arnold goes before him. If he goes before him, then, he might drop a little bit further. But I don't think he's going to drop past the Raiders. So maybe they're cool with either one of them. I don't know. But the Eagles have not drafted a cornerback in the first round since, I believe, Lito Shepherd in like 2003 or something like that. So, bruh, if that happens today, excuse me, because I'm going to be acting up. Because I'm gonna be happy because I was high on Kenyon when we was at the Senior Bowl, so I will be hyped.
And he was a dog up there. He put himself in that first round.
If we take Malik Mustafa, James, you know how unbearable I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be so happy.
You've been talking about him for I don't know how long.
For real, right? It's been months.
Yeah, Kenyon Mitchell. Let's make sure y'all don't get him.
What if they just take Edgerrin Cooper? Just take us both out of Missouri.
Oh, dog.
McCarthy might fall to Minnesota. That would be interesting. Ooh, JT Latham. So they go offensive tackle. The Titans go offensive tackle. JC Latham, excuse me. I can't talk.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that does make sense. Get your guys some protection.
Now, because we feel like Dallas Turner is going here, right? If we think they're staying true, because
either
they need
Dallas Turner or
need
one of these cornerbacks. I would not be surprised if one of these cornerbacks went. I'm telling you, I got a feeling they might take Kenyon Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, cornerback and edge. The defense is their first 5 needs: cornerback, edge, defensive tackle, linebacker, OT. So they need all defense.
Yeah.
But my thing is, do you get a top corner or do you get a top edge? I feel like you get that edge.
This pick right here determines what the Eagles are trading up for, in my opinion. That might be a little early to say, but
yeah, I feel like you got to get that edge right here. I just feel like you have to get the edge.
If the Falcons get edge, the Eagles are going to move up for a cornerback.
And here's the thing. The best available is Dallas Turner, right? The best fit they have is Kenyon Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. Watch them go offensive line, though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You see, we already have, like 3 or 4 offensive linemen?
No, they're not taking. They need defense, dog. Their defense was atrocious, and they could not get after the quarterback.
So we have 2 offensive linemen, 2 wide receivers, 3 quarterbacks. Falcons pick is in. I think that this really does tell us what the Eagles are going to do indirectly. Go offensive line. Go offensive line. Do I like Verse? I do like Verse. I don't know if he would go before Dallas Turner, but you never know.
I don't think that.
You never know. You never know.
You never know.
In the words of Justin Bieber, never say never.
Justin Bieber. Boy. Now, who do the Bears get? They might get that cat from the receiver. Washington? Romeo?
The pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons. And they pick
What is it?
a quarterback. You imagine they pick another quarterback. If they take Penix Jr., Michael DeJohn saying Penix Jr. Yeah, right.
Wow. They need a quarterback, though. They got rid of your boy. Desmond Ridder, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, I thought they got rid of Desmond.
Well, then, damn. You would think that would be a higher need on ESPN's chart. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of assumed that they had somebody. I didn't know who they had, to be honest. Wow. I don't see it yet. It hasn't updated on mine. But I don't know why Michael would lie to me, so.
Right.
It's actually looking really good for the Eagles, Michael. It's looking really good. If we really want to trade up, I mean. You know, I wonder if Howie Roseman like puts stuff out. That's who they got, Kirk Cousins. That's who they got. I knew that they had the quarterback.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah,
totally
yeah, yeah.
forgot.
Okay, yeah. I totally forgot about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, my girl she hit the nail on the head. She said everybody forgets about Kirk Cousins. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, you ain't. That's crazy.
It still hasn't said it for me. I can't. I believe you, Michael, but I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. That would be the surprise of the draft so far.
Think so? Oh, if they took, yeah.
They did.
Why would you do
They
that?
took
You just
Michael
got Kirk
Penix.
Cousins.
Wow.
So they basically saying, Kurt, you got a couple years here, buddy.
Yeah. If that.
If that.
I mean, you could have got him a wide receiver. You could have got him an offensive lineman. A tight end. You pair him with Kyle Pitts. What?
They had some glaring defensive needs, though. That's kind of crazy right there. They had some glaring. And quarterback was not one of their needs. Yeah, Super Bowl bust. I feel you, Matt. Super Bowl bust for Kirk Cousins. But he ain't going to no Super Bowl.
No,
Sorry, Kirk Cousins ain't got it in him.
So now
Kirk Cousins ain't got it in him.
Now the Bears are on the clock. I wonder who they go with. Maybe Rome Odunze.
That's what I said. Rome Meduze. I think that's where they go. Or do they go defense with Dallas Turner?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. They missed out on
They
Jalen
can go
Carter
edge because
last
remember,
year.
but they got Montez Sweat in that trade and he turned up.
True.
If you got bookends, this could be bookends right here. Dallas Turner on one side, Montez Sweat on the other. Now you got bookends and you got a rookie DN. You got your boy who turned up last year as the receiver, DJ. I mean, not DJ. DJ, was it DJ Moore? Went crazy last year. And they got another guy there.
Oh,
I could
damn.
see Rome,
Michael Penix is in St. Pete. He's like right down the street from me. I should go say what up.
What
That's a weird pick. That's
with all the defensive needs, that's telling me you don't trust no Kirk Cousins.
for real. Why sign him for all that money? You gave him all that money.
Guaranteed.
I mean, they probably think they're the Green Bay Packers. They like, we got a quarterback for now and for the future. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Michael
they
Penix
have
is
Aaron
good,
Rodgers
though.
turning over the
I'm a root
turning
for him.
over.
Now we got the Bears on the clock. The pick is in for the Bears, actually.
Okay, Bears, I like that.
Right? That's what we need.
Right. They probably want Dallas Turner running to the podium.
Jameson says that the Bears are going O-line. That would make sense to me.
Yeah, offensive lineman. They just pick up offensive lineman last year? Yeah, they did. Your boy from Tennessee, didn't they? Right?
Yeah, Darnell, right?
He had a pretty decent season.
Maybe they go DT, go Jerzon Newton or something like that.
I still feel like Dallas Turner might be a pick here.
Yeah.
Or Rome
Aduze,
or
Rome Aduze.
Rome Meduze or Dallas Turner. I'm gonna go with those two guys. Could be an offensive lineman, like you said. Your boy from Penn State. I don't know. We'll see.
Michael
those
just
three
said
guys could be
that.
in the mix.
Michael just said Aduze went to the Bears.
Yeah.
So Adunze and Caleb Williams. That's gonna be the pairing, I guess.
And DJ Moore. Now, don't forget him.
Yeah, that's more than they ever did for Justin Fields. Should have just let Justin
that was
Fields
it.
play.
See, here's the thing. They drafted Justin Field because of the excitement of Look, when I'm out here in Ohio, I was never hyped on no Justin Fields like that as the throwing quarterback. He was the running quarterback, and he was dynamic, but he couldn't really kill you throwing the ball. He
Yeah,
was a development. He's nothing like C.J. Stroud. Like C.J. Stroud and him, I don't care what Buckeye fans tell me. Them was two different players. C.J. Stroud didn't worry about his athleticism. That's not what got him there. What got him there was throwing the ball. Like you said, we were talking about C.J. It's hard to come in the league and to be able to do that than to come in and just be scrambling everywhere. To be able to come in and throw that ball, that is the harder thing. And C.J. Stroud had proved that he was the throwing quarterback, and Justin Fields proved he was the running quarterback.
Facts. Yeah, and just to quickly say that there is a trade. The Minnesota Vikings have moved up one spot and traded spots with the New York Jets. So they are now on the clock. The Minnesota Vikings are now
Maybe
on the
they
clock.
go after J.J. McCarthy here.
McCarthy.
McCarthy might be the pick right here. Minnesota Vikings. They don't have nobody. Remember who they got? They got They got Sam Bradford. Not Sam Bradford. Sam Darnold.
That would be funny.
Right?
Man, Sam Bradford.
Oh,
They have
Sam
hopes
Bradford.
of Justin Herbert. We were talking about that earlier.
Let me tell you something. Sam Bradford, you changed the whole dynamic of football. They stopped making guaranteed contracts because of you.
That's facts.
For real. Because remember, he signed that outrageous like $50 million. It was crazy. And all them veterans were like, hell no. You need to change this scale now. Quarterback's been playing 10 years. He making more than them.
So let's assume JJ goes here. The Jets, I don't even know who they need. Maybe they go offensive line, or maybe they go another weapon.
Lineman. Yeah. No. They need some linemen.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers is there.
They need a new field. Can they draft a new field? This is gonna be oh man, I'm my heart's kind of pitter-patting right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. As an Eagles fan, we keep hearing that we're gonna trade up. Like this is looking trade up territory. This is looking like trade down territory, if I'm being honest.
That's what I'm saying. We might be trade back guys today.
You got 4 minutes flat. 4 minutes flat for the Vikings.
So let's say they go J.J. McCarthy here. It makes sense. I don't know if he's that guy, but he can sit at least a year, learn the ropes. And
yeah,
who we got next after them?
Icon Meta just said, I keep saying this, that new NFL isn't having one great wide receiver. It's playing 3 or 4 good wide receivers on your team, like the Packers, the new NFL. I mean, I agree with that. You have to have weapons.
And there's nothing wrong with having a bunch of them.
Popeye Preach said Dallas is going to pull another Micah out their hat if they trade back. I hope not. The pick is in for the Vikings. Here we go. What do the Vikings do? I'm thinking quarterback here.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
I wonder what they gave up. That's what I kind of wonder what they gave up. J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy is off the board. That is, what, 4 quarterbacks now? Yeah, 4 quarterbacks off the board already in the top 10 picks. So now who the Jets need? I'm thinking edge rusher here. I think they should go edge rusher. I mean, I know they just got Hassan Reddick, but they still haven't even re-signed him.
He's older though, right? And he's
exactly,
older too.
Yeah, and they still haven't re-signed him. So That might be a record. Let me look that up because I mean I can't remember the last time that I've seen that many in the first 10.
All right, so we got
So all right, so the record for the most quarterbacks in the first round is 6. We have 4
what
in the
year
top.
was that?
That was the Elway and Marino,
Oh,
1983,
and,
and we have 4 in
This
the top 9, top 10.
I ain't gonna say this class is gonna be that.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they know
You
something
right.
we don't. Maybe they know something we don't. Bowers could be an interesting pick for the Jets too. That would actually be a really good pick
Yeah.
for the Jets. I didn't even think of that. That would be
Yes.
a really good pick.
That'd be a great pick for them. Great pick because what tight end do they have? And he's dynamic.
Yeah, that would be a really good pick.
You said edge.
They took edge.
No, I'm saying you said edge too with them.
Oh yeah.
You think they take a corner?
I hope
Offensive
not.
maybe they got a lot. They got a lot of options.
Kamara comes in with the late breaking news. Vikings trade up and get JJ. So they got JJ passing to JJ. I wonder what his JJ stands for.
I don't know. My name was JJ too, for real.
What's your Pharrell?
Yep, James Jr.
So you gotta go out there and play and sign up for the draft, brother. You wasting your
Feel
blessing
me?
right now.
They took my name. My son's name is JJ. Everybody calls him Jamon, but we all call him JJ.
Icon says he doesn't think that McCarthy is an NFL quarterback. I think
I
he's
don't think
better
he's.
than guys
I
like
think he's
Bo Nix.
overrated.
I think he's better than guys like Bo Nix. I do think he's a little bit. I think a lot of these quarterbacks are overrated. Only guys I really like is like Michael Penix, Jaden Daniels. I like. That's really about it. Caleb Williams, he's good, but there's just too much stuff that makes me kind of feel weird about him. I don't know why it's taking so long to upload. Everybody telling me who already got picked.
Why isn't it showing on here? Oh, that's weird.
Maybe everybody's just guessing. Devontae Smith just tagged. So Dan Silio's like a media guy out here that just talks
I
junk
know.
about the Eagles. So he said
Yeah,
that AJ Brown was going to be gone, right? So AJ Brown
You
just
tagged
signed his. So Devontae Smith tagged Dan Silio in a picture of him and AJ Brown. Gotta love it.
Social media is a must sucker now, ain't it?
Gotta love it. I love that. You
Remember
gotta
the
give it back
days
to
when none
these
of this
guys
stuff was
sometimes.
You definitely do, because before that age was gone, they could never really give it back to the writers and social media. They always had to take what the writers talked about them and said about them in the media, and they could never come back. Now they have tools, and that's probably why they have Twitter and all that stuff, so they can come back and shut people up. You see how they come in people's tweets now. We've seen it time and time again on content creators. They'll jump right in them tweets. So I've seen them jump in people like, yeah, okay, break that down for me then. And people be like,
Stutter. Looking stupid.
That's why I watch what I say.
Yeah, if I can't back it up, I'm gonna probably just chill. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I can't back it up and I'm talking about a player, nah, if I'm saying something, it gotta be pretty definite. I gotta look at stats, things of that nature before you get to jumping in that Twitter.
Yeah, Kamari said that y'all know JJ McCarthy is Zach Wilson 2.0. They were too desperate for a quarterback, possibly, but we'll see.
Appreciate you, Poppy Peach, for the $5 holler. Appreciate you, dog.
My fault if I'm not seeing the super chats.
No, it's good. I got my other phone.
All right, bet.
We do phones over here, dog.
So there we go. They updated JJ McCarthy's the pick.
I ain't gonna lie, Kamari. I'm feeling you when he said J.J. McCarthy is Zach Wilson 2.0. I ain't gonna lie, I feel you, dog.
He might be. He might be. I mean, Zach Wilson only had one good year in college. So, I mean, yeah.
They were just enamored by that arm. They be enamored by that arm.
So now you still got Brock Bowers available. You still got Dallas Turner. You still got Kenyon Mitchell, Terrion Arnold. I mean, you got everybody. You got everybody defensively still available. Michael DeJean said, BGJ, would you draft an offensive tackle or running back for Dallas in the first round?
Ooh, wait, that's a great question. Because I'm not against going for a running back in the first round. I was, like, why would we do that? But then I'm like, I'm cool with it. That's tough. Because I would take a running back for real. I really would. Like if Trey Benson, I would look at that. I don't know, dog. Like that's a tough one because I'm leaning toward running back.
Especially when you got your pick of the litter, right? Like you still have your top
yeah,
tier.
I'm leaning. Yeah, because I talked to my guy DMV. He was telling me about Trey Benson being running back at 24. I said, why would you do that? Why would you want to have Ezekiel thing all over again? Because you're a 50-year option running back, paying him all that money. You know what I'm saying? But then I got to thinking about it. But damn, hit the ground running, ready to go. There have been some running backs that have gone the first round the last few years that had a lot of success.
Yeah.
We just saw Gibbs from Detroit. He looked real good, right? And then Jonathan Taylor from Indianapolis.
Bijan.
I guess I would just say this. I would go with a running back, but if I got a nice litter of offensive tackles, I probably would lean more that way.
I respect that. Yeah, if you could pick from the top of the crop for the offense.
Yeah, if I got 5 offensive linemen, I would go that route. But if a lot of the litter is gone and a running back is there, like a Benson, and a lot of my offensive linemen are gone, yeah, I definitely would take the running back. Definitely.
The Jets pick is in, so this will be interesting to see where they go. So the rumor is that the Eagles have been talking to Denver about this number 12 pick. We'll see if it happens. There's been rumors about us talking about Patrick Surtain. So, I mean... They're comparing J.J. McCarthy to C.J. Stroud.
Oh, my God. Stop that. That's not even a close. Hell no. I'm sorry. Y'all hyping him.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give him. I'm not giving that love. I'm sorry. If I'm wrong with him, I'll totally be good. But I'm just not believing that hype on no J.J. McCarthy at all.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. If his own coach, didn't his own coach go to San Diego? His own coach passed on him. So, I mean, they do got a quarterback out there, but
right.
Where do the Jets go? This is interesting. I'm ready for this one. Jets getting Fashanu. That would make sense to me. Jets getting offensive line makes sense to me. Getting Brock Bowers makes sense to me. And they do get Fashanu.
Mm-hmm.
So Penn State
So
product.
they got Fashanu?
Yep. Penn State product off at 11 to the Jets. Now the Denver Broncos. This is the pick a lot of Eagles fans are waiting for.
Yeah.
So the Broncos, I mean, they needed a quarterback. Do you think they may go for like a Bo Nix? Can we break a record tonight?
That's crazy.
Who's their quarterbacks? Like who do they even have as backups? They gave up Drew Lock, if I'm not mistaken.
They ain't got nobody, bro.
I really don't know who. I mean, maybe they do reach for a quarterback. This is the same squad that got Brock Osweiler. Oh, they got Zach Wilson and Jarrett Stidham. Yeah, so they need a quarterback. The pick is in, so they didn't take too long.
What? Why? Yeah, why? What do you want? What do you want? Sorry.
If they take Spencer Rattler, Mr. Kima just said Spencer Rattler. Imagine that.
Oh, who's that? Oh, wow. Sorry, I got all the girls here. They over here talking crazy. Boy, these girls is wild. These girls is wild, bro. The young ladies is wild.
That's hilarious. You got to get them into the football. You got to get them into the draft.
Man, dog, they doing all kind of sports now.
We're gonna have to make it. Get them to start making some mock drives.
You feel me? Get your game up. What these Broncos gonna do though?
People are saying Bo Nix.
I mean, that's crazy in my opinion.
If it's Bo Nix,
but I could see him doing it. I could see him doing it because Sean Payton. He gonna say I'm a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
And Bo Nix has been in the system for 100 years. He's gotten better, especially the last couple of years. I wasn't just super impressed watching him at the Senior Bowl. But hey, this Sean Payton, your reputation can be on the line. You drafted Bo Nix, buddy.
If they really just grabbed Bo Nix, that's gonna be insane. He did. That is crazy. That is crazy, Bo Nix. So we're one away from tying the record.
Ain't nobody else going that first round.
I think Bo Nix was gonna go in the first round.
Yeah, you did, but you did because he had been in the mix. All the guys that we had talked about, Joe, were all in the mix for first rounders in that top 15. They were all in the mix. So that's not crazy for what we saw. This is not crazy. But this thing is, I don't know about McCarthy, Nix, or Drake May. They're all suspect in my opinion. That's just me. They're all suspect to me. Caleb Williams isn't a for sure thing, nor Jaden Daniels. But I think Jaden Daniels has some dynamic stuff to him. Feel me? I just think he does. And I feel like Caleb Williams, maybe that little cockiness takes him a long way in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that takes him a long way. We know he got the talent. Maybe that cockiness takes him. I feel like he's gonna do good. I don't wish him to do bad. I was low key. I seen a tweet about him and I said something, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want Caleb Williams up there. I want him to come in there, going in Chicago because I ain't never seen a 4,000 yard passer. And I'm gonna keep real. I like seeing a black quarterback succeed, not being funny or anything like that. But I do love seeing a brother succeed as a quarterback. I do. So I want him to make it work in Chicago.
Now, the next person they have ranked is Spencer Rattler. Now, I don't think he'll go in the first round.
Hell no.
But a guy that might, now this is a reach, but a guy that might maybe towards the end of the round is Jordan Travis. Because I feel like he's really low because of his injury, in my opinion. I mean, he showed out when he was healthy. Maybe a team says we believe in him at the end of the first round.
Hey, like you said, funny things have happened. Now we at 14. You're at what? 22.
Yep.
That's 8 picks. Go through the teams and tell me who you think Quinn Mitchell will be taking. Saints.
I think that Saints are a good pick for us to trade with. I think the Raiders are going to take him. I think maybe the Saints, if they're trying to get rid of Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah. So Raiders, Saints, Colts.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if the Colts, because I feel like they might go offensive line or edge rusher.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's an option for them.
Yeah. I think if the Eagles can get up to 16, you can get Terrion or Kenyon. Or you can get one of the top edge rushers.
And think about it. We're at what? 13, right? Cowboys pick 11 picks. And there's only been 1, 2, 3 offensive linemen that have gone.
Mm-hmm. See, if the Eagles want offensive line, because I kind of don't, I'm hoping that.
No, really, no. Think about it. So I'm looking right here, dog. Not one defensive player has been taken yet.
Really?
Yeah. Not one defensive player has been taken yet.
That's crazy.
So does it start now?
Oh, no, we did tie the record. We tied the record. So this is tied for the record for the most quarterbacks ever taken in the first round.
Yeah. These teams are desperate.
That's insane. So
I'm sorry, I can't hype no Bo Nix or no JJ McCarthy, dog.
I mean, not all the quarterbacks in that one was good. So it really just was Elway and Dan Marino, if I'm not mistaken.
No, because whatchamacallit was good for a little bit. Kenny O'Brien, I believe, was in that draft, I think.
Yeah, but not one of those guys type.
He wasn't like one of them, but he was a guy for a little bit. I watched him, dog. He was nice for it. He had a little short period of time. Obviously, he wasn't like them guys.
Yeah.
But I think Tony Eason was. I can't remember 83. Tony Eason wasn't that bad either, because I was watching those guys back then.
Should I look it up real quick?
Yeah, look it up. Look at the quarterback, because then it'll refresh my memory of what kind of careers they had. Yeah, I'm an old head. I watched all them boys in the 80s.
See, we giving y'all education and stuff like this. You're not getting this nowhere else.
Yeah, you feel me? This is like Wu-Tang.
So we have John Elway, obviously, Todd Blackledge from Penn State.
And yeah, Penn State. He
Jim Kelly.
He fell off quickly. Jim Kelly.
Tony Eason, you did say that. Dan Marino and Ken O'Brien.
Yeah, see. I was close, dog. I was only one off. Only one I missed was I said Easton, right? I said Ken O'Brien.
Only one you missed was
I forgot Todd Blackledge. Yeah, the only one I missed was Blackledge. But you had 3 Hall of Famers come out of that draft, so that's pretty damn good.
That's insane.
You had 3 Hall of Famers come out of one draft. That's
we really
quarterbacks.
just broke
That's
a
kind of
record.
crazy. Yeah, we broke it.
Well, we
Ain't
tied it.
nobody
We
hyped.
tied it.
We tied it. Ain't nobody hyped about this record though, dog.
Well, I'm gonna put it on Twitter like I'm hyped, so don't
Okay,
mind
put it
me.
on
All
Twitter like you hyped.
right, don't mind me.
I ain't gonna mind you. So if that will be the case, so let's just play some fun right here. So they had 3 Hall of Famers come out of that draft. Right? So let's say if there was 3 Hall of Famers that could come out of these 5 quarterbacks, who would you pick to be the Hall of Famer?
I would say Caleb and Penix. I would say those two. I think Caleb has the actual body and the actual like
Brock Bowers.
attribute. Like I feel like he can be that guy. Brock Bowers got taken. Oh my God, the Eagles! Eagles! Go get
You look
Kenyon!
at you get it.
Go get
Y'all get hyped
Kenyon!
over here. Y'all get hyped over here. That's funny.
Bruh, I would be so hyped if we got Kenyon. Honestly, I don't even care. Like, if we get Kenyon, that's dope. Just because I've been so high on him, but we could trade back and I'll be okay. Like you get out of this and you tell me
Saints might tap him right here though, dog.
he might. They might.
Brock Bowers is a good pick for Oakland.
Who do they need? Offensive. They need offensive tackle though. Go get yourself Troy Fanu. They need a D tackle. Go get Jerzon Newton. Go get Byron Murphy. Y'all don't need no. Man, if we could stay at 22 and still get Kenyon Mitchell. Brock Bowers is going to be fun to watch, so I'll say that much. The New Orleans Saints.
So here's what I'm talking about though, dog. Now check this out. Seen Brian Thomas Jr., right? So we got a lot of guys available right here, dog.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm Brian Thomas.
Keon Mitchell.
Man, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of guys left right here. Cooper DeJean.
Terrion.
Would you do a Cooper DeJean? Would you do a Cooper DeJean in the first round?
Oh heck yeah, heck yeah.
So you can get your Jason Sehorn.
So Rappaport is reporting that the Saints are currently taking trade offers right now for their pick.
Might be with the Eagles.
I don't even know who you take. Because I'm sorry. I love Kenyon Mitchell, but Dallas Turner? You can add yourself a Dallas Turner for the future? I mean, bruh, you lose a Hassan Reddick, add a Dallas Turner.
Edge rushers. Yeah, edge rushers are always more important in my opinion than the corner. I'm sorry.
And you can get another. I mean, I don't want to say another Kenyon Mitchell, but I like Max Melton. I like Enos Rakestraw. I like, you know what I'm saying? I can keep going down the list. There's other guys that'll be there at corner. Say again? Hold on, you keep breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, I said, I picked up a corner last year.
Did we pick up a corner last year? No, we didn't pick up. Well, we picked up Eli Ricks and undrafted and Kaylee Ringo at like the 4th round.
Yeah.
I mean, we got corners. Don't get me wrong. We got young guys, but Kenyon Mitchell would just be a nice solidification of that position. But if you can get Dallas Turner, and who was it that said? Who was it that said? Drew said Jared Verse would be the guy. If it's between Jared Verse and Dallas Turner, I'm taking Dallas Turner twice. every day, not just on Sunday. Every day, I'm taking Dallas Turner. But I think the Saints just made their pick now. Would I go for Dallas Turner? I definitely would. If we're able to get up to number where are we at? 14. If we can get up to 14, I'm taking Dallas Turner. I'm taking Dallas Turner in a heartbeat. That would be the second
Doesn't
year.
better defensive player.
Oh. I thought he got. I think he's chopping up. Just chopping up a little bit. Oh, we got him back. Got you back. Raiders with a dumbass pick. I don't know. I think Brock Bowers is a good pick.
For them, I think so. Who's their quarterback over there?
Do they still got Carr? They don't still got Derek Carr, do they?
No, he's with the Saints. He's with the Saints.
So who they got at quarterback?
They had that rookie over there, Aiden O'Connell or something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, shoot. I mean, they could have broke the record right there. They should have just took a quarterback. Who they take last year at tight end?
I don't know who they took at tight end. I don't give a hell about a Saint.
All right, the pick is in.
All right, what y'all gonna do, Saints?
Talise Fuaga. Shout out to Talise Fuaga. So they go offensive line. Bro, the Eagles are sitting in a beautiful spot right now. I might. What do we do? What do we do? This sucks. Oh, this sucks because I want Kenyon Mitchell so bad. But if Dallas Turner is there, you got to take him. You have to take
Still
him.
no defensive players taken. Still no defensive
Still no
players
defense,
taken.
yep. Oh my God, this sucks. I kind of want the Colts to just take Dallas Turner at this point. I just want the Colts to take Dallas Turner at this point. People are saying this has to be a record 13 picks, no defensive player. Yeah, I mean, we might not need to move up. Yeah, you're right. Getting closer to our team's picks. Yeah, I know. Finally. 2 hours later, 3 hours later, damn near.
So, like, let me look at right here. So, for us, we got Minnesota. Y'all probably gonna take defense. Miami. I'm looking at these teams that would take Brian Thomas Jr. Maybe probably the Bengals are gonna take him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bengals because T. Higgins.
So you want a wide receiver?
I'll take Brian Thomas. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, he definitely could be there. Why isn't defensive tackle more of a need for you guys? Like, why if Jerzon
It
Newton
is a
was
need.
there, or Byron Murphy somehow dropped all the way
He's
down
too
there?
light. Brian Murphy, yeah, but because some defensive linemen take so long to develop.
Yeah.
You gotta have veterans around them and let them develop slowly. You can't put them D linemen in the fire like that, and we ain't got nobody. You saw what happened with Mozzie. We don't need a part two with that.
Yeah, I hear that. I definitely hear that.
you don't have no veterans to speak about the teach them. No, that's just a recipe for disaster.
I don't know how Anthony Richardson got all that money, and he doing an interview right now with like the blurred background. It doesn't look so ghetto.
Ain't that rich. And remember, they get paid certain amounts, and just like everything else. And a lot of them rookies, they spend all that money and be broke early.
True.
Broke and don't be telling nobody. I heard the horror stories.
People are saying the board's falling the Eagles' way. I feel like it's falling the Cowboys' way too. To be honest, I mean,
Graham Barton is available still. You still got Jonathan Morgan that's available. They got a plethora of offensive linemen that are still available for Dallas. Let's just go with the positions. All right.
So we talking about the name, bro. He pronounced Talise Fuaga. He pronounced it Talise. Like, how the hell you run the NFL can't pronounce none of these guys' names? Mr. Kima said, I thought you guys were in Detroit. Yeah, unfortunately not this year. Things didn't work like we wanted to, but
they was hating.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's why there's not many people out there. They messed up by not letting us go.
Mm-hmm. So we got Troy Fontenot out there, right? Graham Barton is still out there. These offensive linemen. Troy Fontenot, Graham Barton, Arius Mims.
Damn, Arius Mims is still there. That's crazy.
Tyler Guyton. I'm just naming guys. You feel me? There's a plethora of offensive linemen out there. Now, Latu is still out there. Don't touch him. I like him. Don't touch him, though.
You can have Latu.
No, we don't want Latu. He will be hurt guy.
You said Latu? Who did you say?
Latu will be hurt guy with us.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying for us not to touch Latu. I was like, you can have him.
No, we don't want him.
See, the Colts don't make sense for us to trade back to. Like, let's get to the Seahawks, and then we really talking. The Seahawks make a lot of sense for the Eagles to trade with. Johnny Duncan Sr. said, BGJ, how you feeling about Thomas Jr. at 24?
24, Thomas Jr., what do you mean? Brian Thomas Jr.?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Hector Cologne said, this absolutely proves that teams suck at drafting. Or maybe that we don't know as much as we think we do. Probably somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, probably both.
It's a shock that Dallas Turner hasn't gone yet. Facts. Kind of surprised too.
I really thought Atlanta was taking him.
Yeah.
And it's a shock that no defensive players have went yet. I am shocked about that. I wonder, you know what's going to happen, Joe? Second round, all defense.
Yeah, facts. So I wonder what's going to happen with Edgerrin Cooper now. Is he a third rounder?
That's
now?
when that's going to be a second round of the round of linebackers, D tackles, every second round. Second, third rounds, that's what them defensive players are going. Because, they said they don't ever want to really reach for a linebacker early in the first round, right? Defensive tackle, it's a tough position to really get off early. Corner, heavily, position in the first round. But there's not a whole plethora of corners. There's a lot of good corners, but there's not a plethora. So, edge guys, I thought Newton was going to go by now.
So, Michael DeJean saying Latu.
I can see the Colts taking him.
Michael DeJean is saying Latu to the Colts.
Colts?
Latu.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can have that. That's a headache. Be great, but I mean he's great for college, but you know, that neck injury and all, they forced you to not play anymore, and you came back. After LVE, we ain't messing with necks.
That's falling great for the Eagles though. Like, what's going on?
That's crazy if he's the first defensive player,
He is.
injured guy. Is
He's
the first defensive player, and it's an injured guy over Dallas Turner.
Bro.
That's crazy.
He's different though.
That's crazy.
If he can stay healthy, just kind of
He's
like
not better than
with
Dallas
Peyton Wilson,
Turner, bro. I
He's more
ain't taking him over
athletic.
no
He's
Dallas.
more of a versatile. Like, he's more of a Hassan Reddick, while Dallas Turner is more of like an all-around defensive end. I agree with you.
Right.
I'm taking Dallas Turner
Latu's
first.
more of a one-trick pony, though.
Yeah,
You feel me?
he is. He more relies on his athleticism. That's crazy. All right, Eagles. If you're going to do it, this is the team. I mean, this makes the most sense. The Seahawks, you know, our interests kind of align. Unless they just want to get Dallas Turner, which makes sense too.
They might. That makes sense because they need an edge. They got corners.
Yeah.
They straight at corner. They don't need no corner. Jacksonville. I could see Jacksonville taking Mitchell, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we don't trade with Seahawks, it doesn't make sense. The rest of the teams. I'm trying to see who else is there. Because I mean, the Colts. Yeah, they just picked the Seahawks. I mean, maybe the Bengals.
I feel like they're going to get an offensive.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, I mean, maybe the Rams. But at that point, it's like, yeah, this is probably the last chance.
Six picks, dog.
Seattle pass rusher. I hope not. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know they need offensive guard. I know they need an interior offensive lineman. That's really all I know about them. I'm gonna be real with you. I know they need an interior guy. I'm nervous. Who y'all gonna take, Seahawks? Don't make this harder than it has to be. Pause. I guess that's why Latu showed up to the draft. He knew something we didn't.
Right. It must have been talking to him.
Because Dallas Turner didn't show up to the draft. Dallas Turner didn't go, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
I don't think he went. Let me double check. I think I still have the screenshot. Dallas Turner did go, excuse me. They have him listed as a linebacker though.
Man, he can probably be dual.
But that might change his draft projection. Darius Robinson is there as well. So that and your boy Brian Thomas.
What? What did you say about Brian Thomas?
Brian Thomas is there. All right, Seahawks, what you gonna do?
I mean, we could get does Dallas get an edge if Dallas Turner drops that far?
That would be insane. I would be so mad. Because that would mean we passed over him too.
I'm taking it. If we got a Dallas Turner and he's there, I'm taking it. Chop Robinson's there. Some word in the streets that Chop Robinson's been talked around in that building too in Dallas.
I would hate for y'all to get a Penn State player.
That word's in the streets that Chop Robinson was. We did a show last night. My guy was telling me Chop Robinson was a name that was mentioned around there.
I believe it. It makes sense.
And make sure we all hear this, so if it goes down, we heard it over here.
So we're waiting on the Seahawks. They got 4 minutes even on the clock. We're at pick 16, round 1. I'll go through who's gotten picked so far while we wait, I guess. So we had Caleb Williams going number 1 overall. Jaden Daniels going to Washington. Drake May going to the Patriots. Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the Cardinals. Joe Alt to the Chargers. Malik Neighbors to the Giants. J.C. Latham to the Titans. Michael Penix Jr. to the Falcons. Rome Odunze to the Bears. J.J. McCarthy, finishing off our tying of a record. No, that wasn't him. Excuse me. He went to the Vikings. Olu Fashanu from Penn State went to the Jets. Bo Nix is our honorary tying of the record. He goes to the Denver Broncos. Brock Bowers goes to the Raiders. Talise Fuaga goes to the Saints. And Latu goes to the Colts. And we wait on the Seattle Seahawks. I think it's safe to say that they're not trading it. They seem like they're taking calls, though. To take this long to make a pick, they're definitely taking calls.
Right.
Two minutes and 30 seconds to go. Whew.
Man, this is the longest draft ever.
Right? They're taking forever with this one.
Feel me? Y'all doing too much.
I'm nervous now. What are the Seahawks going to do?
I'm not even on Twitter because everybody want to be smart on Twitter today. So I ain't gonna be on it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Everybody's a smart guy on Twitter today. Oh, this is going to be the pick here. This is the pick. In my 2 months, in my 17 months of study, I'm going to go ahead and go with him right here. Make sure you follow my channel.
Facts. I've been watching football for at least 2 weeks. So.
At least 2 weeks, and these are my picks. If I guessed on a few of them, you will follow me.
You will follow me. Remember who said it first.
Remember who said it first. You heard it here first. Follow me.
Let's go. Come on. Who will they take? Who will they take? Who will they take? Byron Murphy to Seattle. Woo! This board is dropping for your boy. This board dropping for your boy. Howie, pick whatever you want. Trade all the rest of our picks. Let's get like 2 or 3 in the first. Let's get like 2 or 3 in the first. Great pickup, though. Byron Murphy is a dog. Byron Murphy is a dog. He was slipping on some boards. That boy is a dog. Oh, yeah, Byron Murphy with Jonathan Hankins.
Oh, don't even mention that right now.
That's why I said that.
Goofy ass. And he got our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Johnny Duncan, for the 490 high. Ooh, Chop Robinson or Thomas Jr. 24. Oh, my God. Why are you doing this to me, Johnny? Johnny Duncan, why are you doing this to me? Can you please stop, Johnny? You keep on asking these tough questions right now.
I like that.
Chop Robinson or Brian Thomas Jr. Ooh. What about this, Johnny? What if you throw it now? Can you throw what if Dallas Turner is there? I'm taking Turner. I'm telling you that right now. If Dallas Turner is there, I'm taking Dallas Turner. because DeMarcus Lawrence can't play forever, dog. I'm taking Turner. Please let him drop. Damn offensive lineman. I'm defense all day.
Right, yeah, I want defense. Dallas Turner or Arnold. I would probably still take Dallas Turner. Right now, Dallas Turner.
I'm taking Turner.
He's my
I'm
highest
taking
guy on
Turner
the
over
board.
Arnold.
Yeah, Dallas Turner.
I feel you, Johnny. Weapons. I feel you, weapons. I feel you on the weapons. But dog, DN, we need a DN. We don't have nobody. We got wiped out with Dan Quinn. Took our DNs. He took Dorrance Hartstrong Jr. He took what's your boy? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That was my guy. It'll come in my head in a minute. And then who you got? Oko. We don't know if what they're going to do on edge. And like I said, DeMarcus Lawrence, who's his backup? Sam Williams. He's not reliable. He got it in him, but we ain't seen it. And I mean, he's got to start this year as a second rounder. He's got to start this year. You feel me, dog? Like Sam Williams got to start, Joe. So, but I'm not. You can never have too many edges.
Facts.
Dante Fowler. We lost Dante Fowler too. You feel me? And that's 13 sacks going right there from last year. We need an edge rusher. I always love edge rushers. I'm always about defense.
Well, you got to think they get paid the most at this point. Vikings
What's up, love?
traded up.
Ooh.
Could we break the record? Oh, they already got their quarterback.
Yeah, you stop that, Joe.
I was like, can we break the record? I wouldn't be surprised if they got Kenyon. If they really did trade up. Quinyon would make a lot of sense, or Dallas Turner. I don't see anybody traded up, though. Whew. Did the Vikings really trade up? I don't see that. Let me refresh my. Yeah, they did. The Vikings really did trade up. Who do they take?
I got a lot of people comment. I made one comment on Twitter.
Johnny Duncan said, Joe, who do you want with y'all pick? Right now, I mean, if everything stood the same, Dallas Turner, Kenyon Mitchell, or
y'all gonna take him anyway. Y'all gonna take Dallas Turner.
If he drops to us, that would be crazy. If he drops to us, that would be crazy. That would be 2 years in a row. Y'all let the best defensive player on the board drop to the Eagles.
That would be wild if he drops to y'all. I'm gonna be so pissed. How you know?
It's not gonna happen. Ain't no way. The Vikings pick is in. They're gonna take Dallas Turner right now because it's not gonna happen. It's not.
But you know what? You know what I want to happen? I want Graham Barton from Duke to drop all the way to that second round because I had so many people. Graham Barton won't be there to trade back. Graham Barton won't be there.
There goes Dallas Turner.
Oh, he just went.
Yep, I told you that wasn't gonna happen. They wasn't gonna let that happen twice in a row.
Damn.
Yeah.
But y'all might get your guy though.
If we get Kenyon, that's gonna be good. And if we can stay.
Oh no. Steelers gonna take him. Y'all might have to leapfrog the Steelers. Steelers will take him. They love corners.
Who do they have?
I don't think they got no top guys. Steelers will take him.
The Bengals don't really need a corner, do they?
I think the Bengals will take Brian Thomas Jr.
That sucks. I was kind of getting my hopes up. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too. Me
I was
too.
kind of getting my hopes up.
Me too. I made the tweet. You know, I gave my hopes up. See, that's why I should have never made the tweet. See, that's what happened. See, when I
you
didn't,
jinxed both of us.
I should have been. I did. I didn't jinx my Mavericks. See, when I didn't go on Twitter all when they played the second game. I didn't go on Twitter. I didn't make a damn tweet. No nothing. I just watched the score. Joe, I just watched the score. And guess what? We pulled it out. I might have to do it again. I want to watch the game so bad, but we need to beat these Clippers, so I might be superstitious. Might not even watch the rest of the season.
I feel you. I feel you. Trust me, I'm the same exact way.
Dog, they've been putting this out too long, so we got to get past them. Because we get past them, I think we can beat OKC. I already called upset. Let's get past Clippers. We going to West Conference Finals. Dallas Mavericks, you heard it.
Now we got the Bengals on the clock.
This is where they take Brian Thomas Jr. right here, dog.
I think they might take Jalen Newton.
Think so?
Yeah, I think that makes sense for them. I mean, they could take a wide receiver just because they might lose old boy T. Higgins, but I think that they can get a wide receiver second round. We need an edge bad, but that O-line is terrible now. Bengals going receiver for sure. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I told you they're going to take Brian Thomas Jr. right here, dog. I'm telling you. They got that T. Higgins. And where did your boy come from? LSU. Where did he come from? The other guy.
Say again?
What's his name? Your other boy from LSU is over there turning up.
The wide receiver?
Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jamar Chase. He was a beast. Yeah,
they're going to add another LSU guy. 2 LSU guys. LSU quarterback. They doing it.
I would not be mad if they went ahead and took a wide receiver. That would be cool with me. And I want to say this. I want to say this real quick because I just saw your girl in the chat. My girl was in the chat. Shout out to our girls. Because, listen, we both work a lot. I know you work a lot. I know I work a lot. So, on top of that, we are asking them to let us just sit here and talk about the draft for 3 hours. So, God bless to both of our girls because they are our soldiers. And shout out to all y'all significant others that are letting y'all be here. We appreciate y'all, for real. It's not easy falling in love with somebody that's in love with the NFL.
Or in love with sports
in general. Yeah. So shout out to and I know my girl, she always watching. I know your girl's always watching, so it's always nice having that support.
Look at Joe. My girl saying, "Oh."
Yeah, you know, my girl's standing here just staring at me, looking all beautiful.
Mine was up.
I got my number 1 draft pick right here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and I got my Hall of Famer.
There you go. James said you ain't outdoing me, bro. James said you ain't doing it.
I'm doing out too. I said I got my Hall of Famer out there, dog. You feel me? You ain't touching that one, dog. I got a Hall of Famer, dog. You feel me?
Next year,
about Hall of Famer.
Low key, I can't wait for next year for the Senior Bowl, bro. Now that we kind of got an idea of how it works, it's gonna be fun next year. Yeah, my girl just said your girl should go. We should all be out there.
Yeah, we might as well. We can. Y'all can go. Y'all can come this time. Well, she came this time, but mine can come. We got enough time to schedule it.
Exactly. Yeah, my girl said you got to come out to Florida.
Don't say that because we've already been making a trip. Okay, there it is. You heard it, babe. You heard him say it. She said it. She said it on the live. So we were already talking about Florida. She said it on the live.
Maybe for like one of the Eagles or Cowboys games, that would actually be fire. Because we know some spots we could record
Let's go.
We know some
then we need to do it. Florida, we've been traveling.
That might be the spot.
The Florida trip. Okay, we making it happen. We just going. And like I said, our cousin already lives down there. I got 2 of my homies that live down there in Florida. I got 2 homies in Florida. So let's just go ahead and make this Florida trip. Florida trip happening. So, all right, we're going to make that in the works. Florida trip's coming.
People want it. You know the people want it. All right, so Pee Wee said, who do we take at 24? And I heard the talks about Zeke. Do you think he still has juice? Also, Jerry paid CD. Damn it.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm not excited about Ezekiel Elliott. You paid him $6 million, not be on the roster, and then you want to bring him back and sign him. Y'all just ass backwards, you big dummies. You big dummy, y'all ass backwards. Why'd you cut him just to bring him back, and you paid money for him not to be there? Y'all just goofy. So no, I'm not excited. Nothing about no Ezekiel Elliott coming back. Who do we take at 24? I told you, Brian Thomas, my dog Johnny Duncan, says yes. I'm with you, Johnny, for the $4.99 holler. Yes, I would take him now. I would take the receiver. I like weapons, but when you had a Dallas Turner out there, I'll take him. Chop Robinson, I like him, but I think 24, I don't know. I don't know if that's a reach. Is that a reach, Joe? You all right?
Yeah, I'm dying. I'm all right. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
As you were. I'm sorry.
Bengals drafted Mims.
I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood right now. The Eagles. I'm a cry.
Steelers gonna make you a move bad. They're taking Quinyon Mitchell, dog. I know I've been wrong on like damn near all of them, but I'm gonna go.
Even if they take, even if they take Quinyon Mitchell, there's so many players available. I would be so happy to have Jared Verse, so happy to have Quinyon, so happy to have Terrion, so happy to have Cooper DeJean. Like they're Kool-Aid, Nate Wiggins. These guys, I mean, this draft fell perfectly for us. No cornerbacks have been taken so far, Jorge. And shout out to everybody leaving super chats. I apologize if I've missed them. We're trying a new system, so I'm still trying to get used to it. But now I understand how to see that it's a super chat. So moving forward, I shouldn't miss anymore. So, if you're like, this guy's a total jerk, I am. I'm sorry. I apologize. I love y'all, though. You got to be happy with this, though, James. This fell pretty well for y'all, too. I can't be the only one.
I mean, it did. We got a pick. You don't have to. This is BPA.
Mm-hmm.
This is BPA right here.
Yeah, Michael DeJean, said, we getting Verse, Fatanu, Arnold, or Mitchell. Yeah. You can't be mad at that. You really can't be mad at that. If we get Fatanu, okay. All right. What I'm saying? Especially if we stay at 22. So
I'm going to ask any of my Cowboys people, BPA or trade back?
I was just about to say that. I'm looking at it maybe the Eagles move back. Can I answer the question for you? I'll say this because I don't know. I listen to you enough that I kind of feel like I have opinions on the Cowboys every now and then. I
got opinions on the Eagles. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, what's it called? I feel like if Brian Thomas ain't there, you might be best off trying to look for a trade back.
Because we need to keep picks. We need picks. We only got 6.
That would be my opinion. I feel like if he's not there, maybe you look for a trade back. Because you need also offensive linemen, defensive linemen, maybe a linebacker. Yeah, so it's you still can grab something worthy. You know what I'm saying? Or Barton. Barton could still be there if you move back 4 or 5 picks. All right, let's see if the LA Chargers, if they go wide receiver, D tackle. I'm surprised to see Newton still available. Just don't be Kenya. I don't even know who I want at this point. I'm going to be real with you. I really don't know who I want.
Yeah, I mean, they gonna have. This is gonna be a tough one, dog, because like you said, there's going to be guys available. You still got Jordan Morgan, Graham Barton, Jackson Powers Johnson,
Cooper Beebe.
Cooper Beebe. He's a reach in the first round.
Tyler Guyton.
I don't think you should touch him.
I don't think he's a first round pick either, but a lot of people have been saying that he's a first round pick. I would take Cooper Beebe in the first round, but I get what you're saying that he's a reach.
Because you can get him in the second.
Maybe. I mean, there's
Dominic,
a lot of offensive linemen that have gone.
Yeah, I know, but there's Dominic Puny still out there. There's still the guys from BYU.
Yeah, Jordan Morgan.
The guy from You feel me? There's a lot of offensive linemen left. So I'm thinking that this sounds like trade back when you got this many offensive linemen available.
Because there's the only guy right now. All right, so there's 3 guys right now that if they are there at 22, you pick one of them. Honestly, 4. And it's going to be the top 4. It's going to be Quinyon Mitchell, Terrion Arnold, Troy Fautanu, or Jared Verse. You have to take one of them. So
I didn't even mention Troy Fautanu. No, he ain't even been taking it. That's like 5 dogs.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it could be trade back because all 5 of those guys probably are not going to go like that.
Whew, this is going to be crazy. This is getting spicy. This is getting real spicy.
What these Rams gonna do though?
Jeff said center gone. What does that mean?
Yeah, what is that?
Let us know how we can improve, the layout. If you guys enjoy the, transitions and stuff like that. Just wanted to try something different. I figured why not do it on this. I know y'all got a lot of options for the draft, so definitely appreciate y'all coming and showing us.
Definitely appreciate y'all because everybody and their mama's going live. I remember the days when none of this was happening.
Oh God, my sister's going live. She don't even watch football like that. No, I'm just kidding.
You feel me? I remember the days. I remember the days where nobody was even doing these type of things.
But shout out to everybody, man. I'm happy to see it. Like, part of me, I'll be real. Like, part of me hates it. Part of me is like, damn, all this damn competition. But part of me loves it. I love to see other people first, winning. Don't get me wrong. But 2, it makes you. I wouldn't be doing like, how me and you always talking about how we can improve the show. I don't think we would be doing that as much as we do if there wasn't so much people doing
competition.
You know what I'm saying? So competition. I'm cool with it.
I will definitely agree with what you're saying as far as it always makes you want to upgrade your cameras, your microphones, your settings, because if you don't, there's too much competition out there. You'll get left behind. Yeah. Unless you just like Big Game James and say, I don't give a F.
Yeah. I mean, you're one of the rare ones that can say it. Either way, you're one of the rare ones.
I am one of the rare ones because I'm standing on it. I said I don't mind lose subscribers for me speaking the truth.
So Jared Verse is the pick for the Rams, apparently. Good pick for them. Good, very, very good pick for them. Look, man, we're at pick number 20. You got Quinyon Mitchell.
Pittsburgh. Quinyon Mitchell. Pittsburgh. Quinyon Mitchell.
They might take Terrion Arnold.
Nah, but Quinyon Mitchell, you know why I say Quinyon Mitchell? Because you know how the Pittsburgh is. They that grit and grind.
Facts.
And it's Toledo, Ohio. It's right around the corner, dog.
Facts.
You know they like them grungy players. You know they like them. You feel me?
Damn, bro. I hope I get one. I hope I get one of my guys.
I'm talking it up, ain't I?
Yeah, I'm getting nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm tight. I'm pissed. What you want me to do? That's how I did. Like, damn action. I'm upset, dog. We got this far. That's what's gonna hurt. That's what's gonna hurt. As we got this close to getting Quinyon Mitchell. That's what's gonna hurt. But they need a wide receiver in Pittsburgh too. Take Brian Thomas. Ruin your dream. Don't ruin mine yet.
Dallas, would Dallas really jump out there and get a receiver? I don't know. They kind of scary.
I don't know.
Dallas
Take
scary.
whoever you want. Don't take who I want. That's the overarching theme of this. That's what I'm trying to say.
Dallas be scary, so I don't know if I can rely on them.
So the pick is in. Who they gonna take? Don't ruin my day. Don't ruin my day. I did nothing to you.
Black.
Who they taking?
Semi black.
I don't know whether to look at the chat or like my actual,
The chat be on point.
Yeah, like my cable's slow as hell apparently.
I'd rather listen to the chat. They be hitting it before the damn thing be hit.
If we don't get Mitchell, I don't mind Fatnu or Arnold. I wouldn't mind either any of them. I wouldn't. I really don't want offensive linemen. I'm sorry. Like now that I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Like now that I'm here, I'm like, I really don't want this. Get me a cornerback, bro. Get me a cornerback. Get me a Terrian Arnold. Get me a Kenyon Mitchell. Give me one of those.
And all my Cowboys people, y'all stuff is probably running faster, so I'm okay with y'all telling me first. I'm okay with you saying, hey, blah, blah, blah was the pick. Okay, that's cool. I'm with that.
Pittsburgh's going to take Graham Barton.
That's what some people were saying in our list on Twitter.
I would like that. Woo. Pitter pat, pitter pat, pitter pat. You know, it's funny though because Kenyon. Let me rephrase that. Terrian Arnold might not be the hero we want, but he might be the hero we need in Philly. Kenyon Mitchell is still a question mark. At the very, very end of the day, I loved everything I saw from him in the film, and at the end of the day, that's 99% of what I, base my opinion on. But he still did go to Toledo. Like that's not. You know what I mean? He wasn't out there playing Marvin Harrison Jr. on Saturday. So
right.
There's still that question of how well he's going to transfer. I'm trying to talk myself out of Quinyon right now. That's what's happening. if you couldn't tell.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. The pick is in.
Who's the pick?
Cooper DeJean. No, I'm lying. Don't listen. Who are they going to pick? Jameson Kyle said we're going O-line Eagles. Nah, I hope not. At this point, I'll be kind of disappointed because we're at the point now that you got, the guys that you would really, really like. I don't know. I'd rather trade down. If you're gonna go offensive line, then trade down. And At least give me like an extra third or something like that, so I feel a little bit better. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to trade down, but we'll see. Troy Fontenot to the Steelers.
Troy Fontenot. Good pick.
Good.
I think he may fall
Good.
right off that dog.
Good. I'm glad. Whoa. We better not take Graham Barton, bro. I swear, if we take Graham Barton, I'm going to flip.
I'm going to laugh like a motherfucker.
I will flip, bro. I will flip. So now you got one of the two. You either getting Terry and Arnold or you getting Quinyon. Or you trading back and pissing the whole state of Philadelphia off. Or Pennsylvania. Philadelphia's not a state. My bad. Oh. I mean, Coop's there. What if they took Cooper?
Cooper DeJean?
What if they took Cooper?
Over Quinyon?
I mean,
I ain't doing that.
it's a different type of player. That's one thing I'm trying to like. A lot of people are sleeping. I'm not saying you one of them, but a lot of people sleeping on what Cooper DeJean is. Cooper DeJean is a Swiss Army knife. So it's a different type of player. I don't know, bro. Just don't give me an offensive lineman. If you give me Graham Barton,